Hey there, Drawyah here, and welcome to Microsoft Flight Simulator. Today I take flight in the British Airways A320neo on the flights from London Heathrow to Amsterdam, make it a return journey today, and taking part in the Doing the Right Thing event on IVAO. So, some of you guys may have heard that the UK and Ireland's IVAO Director Graeme Wright passed away on the 17th of November. And so today, in his honour, we're doing the community itself is doing a group flight between, it's an air bridge, so basically there's a latency between here, London and Amsterdam, because Graeme Wright himself starts off in the Netherlands division of IVAO before transferring over to the UK, and then combined with Ireland and become the leader of it. We'll talk about more of his history kind of during the flight itself, but so same flight in this A320neo on the Doing the Right Thing event in memory of Graeme Wright, former UK IVAO Director, former train guard for LNER, so also a bit of a rail aspect in there. It's going to be an interesting one today. So Heathrow Airport. It's actually quite a busy Heathrow Airport today. If you look at the distance, you can see all the flashing lights of aircrafts across the airport. Most on their way to the runway now. Also a few still at Terminal 2 on their way out as well. So it's quite busy. There's about 50 outbound flights out Heathrow at the moment, so bit of traffic we'll find ourselves in the middle of today. Right, jump bucket, set the aircraft up. First things first, turn on the batteries. Going to activate the ground power and turn on the dome light so I can see what I'm doing in here. No, that's test lights. I want dome lights. There we go. Definitely use the integrated lighting today. So activates the corrosion supply, arm dematched lights, nav lights on, strobes automatic, both integrated lights maximum brightness. Same for all of the side lights. Backlights. So yes, the AT today, very busy indeed. Lots of traffic here at Heathrow, and therefore going to be very much on top of my game for AT communication today. I'm going to be doing a little more focusing on the actual sim rather than maybe the chat. So I do apologise if I start ignoring chat a little bit. Very much in a different state of mind. Right, all the panels go up. Brightness is increased. That should be very good for once we taxi out of stand. Right, back to the panel. So activate the lighting, that's fine. Fuel pumps stay off now until we fuel the aircraft up. We'll activate the no smoking lights. See what's going on later. Set the 3 ADs to nav. Jump down to the FMS. Head over to the FMGC. Initialization, departing from Echo Golf Lima Lima to Echo Hotel Alpha Mike. We will line the IRS, take a couple of minutes. Flight number today is BA444, that's our outbound. Jump over to the tablets and let's set that up as well for our flights 2. So yeah, how are you guys doing in chat today? Hopefully you're all keeping well. Yes, real time mercenary, real time, real weather, keeping it as realistic as we possibly can with this flight today. Right, on the dashboards, should have linked our sim brief automatically. Make sure it's all done correctly. I don't know how to do it. That's correct. So back to that. Pull it from sim brief. There we go. London to Amsterdam. Jump over to the operational flight plan. Cost next today is 42. And cruising altitude, have changed that, so instead of 290, doing a 210 instead. So cost index 42. Oops, that's 42. With cruising altitude at flight level 210, 21,000 feet. Not very high, but flying today. Low off the ground, we'll be able to see most of that on the way through. We'll now jump over to the Pax menu, start boarding our passengers. So London to Amsterdam, BA440, 21,000 feet cruise. Flight time, going to run out to 55 minutes. With our departure, so actually it's 1 hour 25 scheduled for this flight, so a bit on real time. Departure at 1:30, so we're looking at departure time in 25 minutes. We're going to be behind on departure, it's not a massive problem, but that's one thing for us to be wary of when we're on the taxiway. 163 passengers outbound deck today. There is Wi-Fi, no entertainment, no boarding music. We have got a safe briefing for British Airways. We have got snacks. We don't get a meal service on such short flights. And so with that, let's start boarding. Back to the FMS, go to ATSU, AOC menu, going to do a weather request. Head over to weight and balance. We'll do the fuel from the tablets, but we will do our passenger from SimBrief. So import that from there. Passengers and payload loaded. Boarding now starts. Jump to the tablets. The fuel requirements for flight is 4585 kilos of fuel, 4585. We're going to carry some excess because of the fact that we could be in a holding pattern, hopefully not quite the 2 hours we were at for Dublin, but again, so it can get quite busy for us. So we'll do a fuel amount excess, maybe 5500. So about an extra 1000 kilos of fuel, just in case we need it. Back to the FMS, passengers will continue boarding, which is fine. We'll jump to the flight plan and we will start loading that. So the rest of our performance, we'll deal with that later on in the boarding process. First waypoint will be Bravo Papa Kilo. From that, we fly the Quebec 2952 Brain. And then it's the Mike 197 to Redfart. And that's our flight plan complete. Insert that. Good to go. We will... What's our performance now as well, right? So go back to the utilization. Next page. 0 flight center gravity. 0 fuel weight is... Yeah, can we do that instead? So 4.4, 44.7, center gravity 27%, block fuel on boards 5.5. Right, that's all set. We will now listen to the ATIS clearance for Heathrow. I'm expecting the Bravo Papa Kilo departure is confirmed. Departure runway is 27 right. So we are departing from the east side of the airport today. So I should that's all been configured as well. But we'll listen to the ATIS, we'll get the weather information, and we'll get that also cleared via the clearance delivery.
Winds 350, a 1007. Visibility dew point T10 kilometers, -4 degrees Celsius. Temperature 3 degrees Celsius.
Bit broken
Layer
that, but hey-ho.
4,800 feet. Variable 290 to 060. Winds 350.
So it's altimeter 1007. That information for us, I'll give you a proper breakdown of that in a minute. That information is Bravo, so we're looking at 3 knot winds at 350, plus 10 visibility, not well, sorry. Broken clouds at 4,800, 3 degrees Celsius, wind -4, QNH 1007. Departure runway 27 right. Transition, strike initial climb will be 6,000. Set altitude 6,000. Set altitude 6,000.
6,000 feet.
Thank you very much. Speed is fine, or definitely aircraft. Flight director set and set. Let's tune now to Heathrow delivery, and let's get our clearance to Amsterdam. So we are Speedbird 444 at stands. I don't know my stand number. Stand 5. Really? Is that what you can give me? Sorry, I'm looking at the charts of Heathrow ground. It's cut off at the stand there, right? Okay, well, stand 507. Stand 507.
28594, thank you, hold position and contact ground 121.905. Good evening.
Ground 121.905, Speedbird 894, thanks, bye.
Bye.
Good evening, Heathrow delivery, Speedbird at 444 at stand 507 with information Echo, sorry, confirm information Bravo, requesting IFR, requesting clearance to Amsterdam.
Seabird 444 delivery, good evening. Cleared Amsterdam, Schiphol, Bruckman's Park, 7 overall departure, runway 27, 42230.
Speedbird 444 is cleared to Amsterdam via the Bruckman's Park 7 of departure, runway 27 right, squawking 2230.
Speedbird 4444, read back correct. Information Bravo current, QNH 1007.
Information Bravo's current, QNH 1007, Speedbird 444. Right, so I'll plug that into the departure now, so departing 27 right. Britain's Park 7 Foxtrot departure, insert that. No attention required. That all fits in. Should fit in alright. Double check down the flight plan 2 seconds. RS not yet aligned, 1 minute to go, so we'll do that in a second. We'll head down to the transponder now, squawking 2230. That goes in there. Set you to send and receive. We'll lock the cockpit door now, don't need that open anymore. Predictive wind shear automatic. And we will also set... that's it right now actually. That should do us alright. So wait for the RS to align, we'll then double check our flight discontinuity, wait for passengers to board, and then hopefully in a couple of minutes get ourselves ready to push back from the gates. You can just see in the distance the end of the runway there. Section of flashing lights. All the aircraft on their way to the runway for departure. It's going to be quite busy this one. Like I say, going to be very much on the edge of A to C. Make sure I'm not doing anything incorrect on this flight particularly. I'll double check the flight plan now. So after Bruckman's Park, does it miss anything out? Switch over to plan mode. Zoom in slightly. Step by step. So Bruckman's Park, do we fly direct? The answer is yes, yes we do. So, nope, sorry, that's the wrong way around. That's Boeing. In Airbus, you just delete discontinuities. So, clear. That's perfect. Flight plan is now complete. At this point, well, I might as well greet the passengers, and then when they're boarded, get ourselves out of sand. Good evening, gentlemen, and welcome aboard British Airways flight 444 from London Heathrow to Amsterdam Schiphol. Flight time today is around 1 hour and 25 minutes, with the flight near full, so do make sure you spread yourselves out of the cabin for the flight. Tentatively called departure out of Heathrow today at 3 degrees. We're hoping that things will warm up as we head towards Amsterdam, although things are looking quite similar out there at the moment, although no rain reported, so some clear skies of the approach. Thank you for joining British Airways UK Carrier today, and we hope you enjoy your flights with us today. Any questions, feel free to speak to your cabin crew on board.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard flight 440 with service to Amsterdam. Our flight time will be roughly 1 hour and 25 minutes. Now that the cabin door is closed, please make sure that all devices are in airplane mode and your large devices are now shut down and stowed. Please fasten your seatbelt and make sure that all tray tables...
Right, so that is passengers sorted. Also got the cabin crew now doing their announcements. Might as well let the AP as well, since we have got fuel in the aircraft, so fuel must come on. Make sure seatbelt are active. AP must switch on and starts. No, voice seems alright for me, Ice Monkey, unless someone else has a problem with my audio. Just double check. If we turn off the beacon lights, sorry, the dome lights, should have plenty of visibility. Yes, no problem for us. Plenty of visibility to our controls there. It's going to be nighttime flights, middle of the night here in the... well, it's only middle of the night, it's only 6:15 in the UK, so it's getting darker early these days. Weather is cold, Diego, yes, weather is rather cold. Currently looking at about 2 degrees at the moment, 2-3 degrees centigrade, so getting chillier, definitely getting chillier. Right, APU. Actually, before I do that, just make sure I've got the weather sheet printed out. ATSU, ASC menu, weather request. Sorry, received. Select and print. Speedbird 444, just confirming, which frequency do we talk to for push and start?
Speedbird 444, roger. Are you ready for push and start?
Check. Yeah, I think we are. Affirm, Speedbird 444 is ready for push and start.
Speedbird 444, roger. Hold position and contact ground 121.855.
Contact ground on 121.855 for Speedbird 444. Thank you very much, Tango. Good night.
No worries. Good evening.
Right, APU active. Transfer power to the aircraft. Disconnects from the external. We'll leave dome lights on until the engine has started. That's fine. Tune frequency 121.855. Give it a few seconds. Make sure I can talk on top of anyone else. Good evening, Heathrow ground. Speedbird 444 at stand 507 is ready for push and start.
4444, Heathrow ground, hello, push and start approved facing north.
Push and start approved facing north, Speedbird 444. Right, let's do this, shall we? So we can activate the beacon lights, let ground crew get now ready for engine startup. Pop open, pushback zoomer, and let's get ourselves out of gates. Ground from flight deck. Request pushback.
Pushback request confirmed.
So the jet is jumping out of position. The target now connects to the aircraft. We can give him clearance to head north after this.
Schiphol. What time today is around 1 hour and 25 minutes.
There you go, there's the cabin announcement finally.
Also, make sure you squeeze out the cabin. Flight. Sentence has been called departure out Heathrow today at 3 degrees. We're hoping that things will mark as we head to Amsterdam, although it's quite similar at the moment. But no rain reported.
Ground from flight deck.
Good evening. All doors closed and checks completed, so please release the brakes.
Brakes released.
And off we go.
There goes the aircrafts.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the screen for an important...
Turn facing north.
Okay. You are cleared to start the engines now.
Right, engines start.
Heathrow ground, Speedbird 345,
Engine.
mic check please. Sure, 345, Heathrow ground, hello, really 5.
Engine 2 starts.
Thank you.
We're now going to explain the emergency procedures
Stop,
on this British
pushback.
Airways aircraft. The captain and the crew are here
Stop,
for your safety.
pushback.
It is important that you
Fine.
pay attention
I'm
and
stopping
follow
now.
instructions
Please
carefully.
tell when the parking brakes are
First,
set.
check your
Brakes
seatbelt is
set.
securely fastened.
Fine. Have a
Insert the
nice
metal
flight.
tag into the buckle and
Right,
tighten it
pushback
by pulling
is
on the
complete.
loose end. To unfasten, simply lift up the metal
See, I must tell you, I feel like I'm missing something with the engine startup. I know, 'cause it's an Airbus, it's all automated, everything automatic. Nothing for me to do. Engine starts up, and then engine 2 will, and you won't in a second. So I'll wait for it to stabilise.
Your life jacket is either beside or underneath your seat. To use it, take it out of the container and
Engine
place
2
it over
available.
your head.
Engine 1 start. What's the right thing, Philip? It's memory flight in memory of the former UK IVAO and Ireland's director who died 2 weeks ago. So it's an event, doing the right thing. Let me grab the post for that. So, doing memorial flights, doing the right thing in memory of Graeme Wright, the former UK and Ireland IVAO Director, who passed away on the 17th of November. So, flying from London to Amsterdam, with the return leg, then back to London. Lol. Right, engine 1 is starting. Test controls.
There are 2 exits at the rear of the aircraft and 2 at the front of each cabin section. Your crew will now point out the exits nearest to you.
Flaps position 1.
Flaps to 1.
Right, so that's our controls checked. Co-pilot's happy. Which my performance setup actually as well. I haven't done that yet. Plenty of time at least.
The slides can also be inflated by pulling this handle. Jump onto the slide and move away from the aircraft. If the aircraft has landed on water,
About 2 seconds, so aircraft type is A320. Runway length is...
by pulling the red tag. If necessary, blow into this mouthpiece to top up the air.
3902. Airport elevation is 1,000 feet. Wind is currently a headwind of 3 degrees. Airflow temperature is currently 2 centigrades. QNH 1007. Takeoff weight, so we'll get that from our charts. Flap setting 1. Anti-ice no. Runway condition is dry. So flex 59. 150, rotate 151, V2 152. We do that as well. So transition altitude 6000. V1 150. 151. 152. Flex temp 59. Flaps 1. Engines 1 2 stable. APU comes off. Turn off the dome lights. Speedbird 444 is ready to taxi.
Speedbird 444, taxi Alpha, hold short of Echo.
Taxi Alpha, hold short of Echo for Speedbird 444. Let's grab the ground charts now for Heathrow. So we've been given permission taxi to hold short of Echo. So we're here, we're on Alpha. Taxi out onto Alpha. Echo is Kilo, Bravo, Hotel, Delta. Right, it just says Echo. Taxi lights on. Make release. Let's taxi to Echo. Yeah, so we're 6 minutes ahead of time at the moment, Ice Monkey. We've got 6 minutes to expected departure, so we've got plenty of time. I just support Chelsea Nightmare, yes I do. Currently 1-1, the United game, keeping the tab on that during this flight as well. Now passing on the right side, link 60. Next exit will then be Charlie, followed by Delta, and holding Echo. Well, we will announce that we're approaching Echo, and then get the next taxi instruction from then. Speedbird 444, approaching Echo.
Speedbird 444, contact Heathrow ground 121.9, bye-bye.
Heathrow ground 121.9 for Speedbird 444, thank you very much.
Bye.
Right, so 121.5.
F162 Delta November, taxi Delta.
Hello there, Heathrow ground, Speedbird 444, holding at Echo.
Good 444, Heathrow ground, hello, continue taxi Pluto via Alpha.
Continue taxi Pluto via Alpha for Speedbird 444. Why don't you use VATSIM? Why not? I like IVAO, no complaints here. So again, you can see the flashing lights there at the end of the taxiway. That is a massive queue of aircraft all waiting to depart off runway 27 right.
Heathrow ground, Saudi 3515 on Foxtrot, Hollywood Bravo, prospecting. Good evening. Holding short of 8.
Not sure about that issue there, Philo. Best contacts Firewire about issues with the FMS. They're the best people to ask in regards to issues with their own aircrafts. The operative check, so auto brake set to max. Signs are on. Cabin needs to be checked. It's like snowing. It's like a mix of rain and snow at the moment. Interesting. Spoilers on, and take config tests.
It'll be ground
there we go, take config normal, yeah, good to go. Yeah, it's like a mix of sleet and rain there. I get another departure. Continue taxi all the way to Pluto. It's just an issue of scenery style. Heathrow does have taxi lines, just the scenery doesn't seem to include all of them. One of the negatives of the Heathrow Premium Deluxe version. But in real life, the taxiway does have lines. Connor, Heathrow Ground 1, very good. Good to have you on the stream today. Just confirming, is it Dan on Heathrow South Tower actually? Visibility slowly getting worse and worse. A bit more fog coming into play. So seeing as the weather gets wetter and wetter. Welcome, says, how you doing? Welcome to chat. Welcome, Arthur. Welcome, young DPSLU. Turn the wipers on, Callum. They don't really do much in this sim. They make a sound. That's about it, really. It's a long flight, not at all, Daniel. It's about an hour and 25 minutes from London to Amsterdam. 1 hour 25 minutes. Yeah, runway conditions no longer dry, I must admit, Monolith. I might recalculate the takeoff. It's not particularly wet just yet. The rain hasn't just started, so you may get away with the weather for the most part. Very nice trip. Do enjoy Microsoft Flight Sim. You'll enjoy it. You'll enjoy it. Right, I believe it's now approaching Pluto. On the left hand, on the right hand side, we have passed Terminal 2, now by the Terminal 2 extension. other side extension. So we're now approaching Alpha 5, which is down the left. So that's Alpha 5, and that's there is Pluto. So across the taxiway, and then we'll announce approaching Pluto. Yes, I do remember you there on the ground as well yesterday, Connor. Always appreciate the agency out of Heathrow. Especially today, where it's absolutely packed.
Right. Amsterdam 444, contact tower 118.705.
118.705 Heathrow Tower, speedbird at 44. Thank you very much. Take care. Good night. Uh, 121 at decimal. I'm just going to set this right to Heathrow Tower there. Oh, sorry, could you say frequency? 118.705. There we go. Beat me to it. Good evening, Heathrow Tower, speedbird 444, holding Pluto.
444, hello, Heathrow Tower. Focus, the correction actually, taxi Holding Point Alpha 4.
Taxi to Holding Point Alpha 4 for speedbird 444. Right, they may even slot us in before the 747 there, I must actually say. Given that we're smaller aircrafts, depending on the wake turbulence, make it in priority. There's a 737 now lining up.
299, continue taxi via link 21 and link 22 to Holding Point Alpha 2. Continue taxi via link 21 and link 22 to Holding Point Alpha 2. KLM 299.
Speedbird at 9, F1 to Alpha 2, ready for departure.
Speedbird 894, roger, your number 3 to be done.
Speedbird 444, holding Alpha 4.
Speedbird 444.
Right, now we wait. We sit here, wait our turn. So we won't be slightly late on departure, or even announce to passengers that we are slightly behind schedule because of traffic. Certainly not of that currently at Heathrow. So we've got ourselves a 737, an A320 I think. No, two 737s and a 747, all on short here at Heathrow at the moment. So quick announcements to the cabin. Now we're slightly behind the schedule. Delay of
Heathrow Tower,
traffic.
515 on Bravo, with you, holding shot.
10 minutes.
Stadia 3515, hello, Heathrow Tower, hold tight.
Yes, do have the clickiest mouse in the world there, Airlines, I must admit. But I like it, it's a very good mouse. Flight time to Amsterdam, and it's 1 hour and 25 minutes. 1 hour 25. 737 Ice Monkey, they're AI aircrafts. They can be in FSX, they could be in P3, they could be in X-Plane. With IVAO, it's an all-multiplayer network that's got shared traffic, basically. How departure Daniel, no idea. Depends on agency give us the takeoff clearance. ES Tennis, we're using live weather and live time.
Well, if you 6 lane on runway 27 left, script take off, 310 degrees 7.
There you go, they're beginning their takeoff clearance now.
Clear for takeoff, runway 27
No idea,
right,
Luca.
quality.
No idea about next flights. Focus on this flight currently. So first point of contact means will be Heathrow delivery. If delivery is online, they're always the first people you'll contact for your clearance out of an airport. Gosh, this is the really getting shot now. no, it's gone up. I'll be talking to you probably later on when we return back to Heathrow from Amsterdam. When we get to the station before Baller closes. Yes, always a shout there, Kojo. Flight requests open to channel members. If you're not a channel member, you can request airports, but not flights, I'm afraid.
Cambridge Cargo 118, run me T7 right, line up and wait.
Yeah, and that's meant to be fair, sorry, Connor, because you are on departure exceed. There's another ground who's doing the inbound traffic. You are
I don't know
right.
if you've forgotten about the KLM that's been sat here for about 20 minutes now.
Whoops.
That one thing I think that was negative. You are KLM 04772, that one thing.
Oh, poor KLM, left behind for 20 minutes burning fuel on the ground. Yes, this is IVAO, Bob. This is IVAO. You spammed me here with about 100 Ys after the word fly. That is spam. So here comes the KLM, slowing out to the runway now. Well, slightly more to the hard short line there. Let's roll up to it. There we go. Yes, I believe Flight Time is the only scenery developers publish at the moment, SPAO. Also, it comes with the... It also comes with the cream... Is not Cream Deluxe. One deluxe version of Flight Sim also includes the...
8 to 5.
Amsterdam. Why are we standing, Tanush? Because there's traffic on the runway. We're on ATC. Until ATC gives us permission to depart, we're sitting here until then. To be fair, we could probably get away with shutting off the engines and restarting them as we enter the runway again. Yes, Breckham, we'll be doing the Thin Air Napkin flights during Christmas. I believe the event's on the 20th of December. Right, so after the KLM departs, I think we'll be next behind them. There's no British Airways there holding, and I'll send them behind it. There goes 747. I'm good, Danny. I'm good. How are you doing? Welcome to the chats. Yeah, so PMDG is releasing late January, early February Max for the Microsoft Flight Sim. Definitely a day one purchase for me. Going to pick it up straight away. Yes, they are good. They are expensive, but for me personally, and for a lot of people in the Flight Sim community, very much worth that money. I mean, PMDG are one of the top developers in Flight Sim for no reason. The calculators are automatic in the A320 Diego, but I like using the calculator just for slightly more realistic values. Yes, you're right, the aircraft does do... calculated V-speeds.
Cambridge Cargo 128, contact runner control, so this is 118 decimal 8, please.
6 holding point 3 off.
1805, every... Cedar 440, Heathrow Park, continue taxi 1 Alpha 3.
Continue taxi Alpha 3, Cedar 440.
Oh, that was me for a second there. What's the score time? 443. Gosh. Call me out for a second. 44443. Alright, so there comes the KLM now line up the runway. So this is kind of the slow, boring bit, I do apologise, but when you have got this much traffic, ATC and holds very much need to be kept between departures. If you look at the IVAO whereby map actually, so you can see this here, that's the end of runway 27 right. These are all aircraft holding short of the runway, waiting to depart. There are 30 outbound flights at the moment, all going to Amsterdam. You see a nice long line of aircrafts on their way out. And as you approach into Amsterdam, probably a couple of go-arounds as traffic gets a bit too close on your arrival. But 30 inbound and then 16 outbound going back to Heathrow. So very busy bit of airspace today. So that's the last plan for today's stream. I'm going to fly from London to Amsterdam. And as soon as we land, turn the aircraft around and return back to Heathrow.
That's 1 Tango behind the departing KLM Boeing 737-800, line up weight, runway 27 right behind.
No, not us just yet.
Roger, line up weight behind.
We'll get there. We'll get there. Has been dimmed. You can see the
Heathrow Tower, KLM
there in the dark.
559 are on link to the just before holding point Alpha 2, KLM 559, November.
Got a couple of jets waiting now. 2 A320s behind it, 737.
KLM 55 November, Heathrow Tower. Are you able to continue taxi to Alpha 1?
Definitely, Alpha 1 it is, KLM 559.
KLM 55 November, Roger, taxi to Alpha 1.
One departing, George, as soon as AT gives us clearance.
KLM 55 November.
Gabrielle, no, delivery is not available on Xbox, I'm afraid. Delivery is not available for Xbox.
Go ahead, Saudi 3500. Go ahead, Saudi 3515. 5515, taxi via link 21, link 23, holding Alpha 1. Link 21 to Alpha 1, Saudi 3515. KLM 147, contact you with control, signature 118.825. 118.825.
So our departure, B118.825, we'll speak to next Heathrow Director. So while I'm here, I will activate the hand cam.
That 1 Tango, runway 27 right, clear to take off, temperature 310 degrees, 7 knots. Clear to take off, that 1 Tango.
Alright, he's not given another aircraft permission to position to hold just yet. Hopefully it's because he's currently behind us. We're next on the list. It's just what I'm hoping. If it's not us next, I'll then request the tower, what number we are in the queue for departure.
Keep heading 94, runway 27 right, line up one.
Gosh, not us yet.
With 894, runway 27 right, lining up runway.
Heathrow Tower, Speedbird 444, do you have a position for us on departure?
Speedbird 444, A-frame, you are number 2.
Roger that, number 2, Speedbird 444. Okay, so number 2, which means that the British Airways line up right now, they're number 1. We are next, basically, so they're down taxiing now, they're number 1. We are number 2 behind them. Time Heathrow right now, Brad, it's currently 6:46 PM, quarter to 7. Throttle Hazu, I'm using the Thrustmaster Hotel Support on.
KLM 299 if possible, could you let us know what position we're at for departure? KLM 299 at A320 your number 3. Roger, KLM 299.
Right.
That's 11 Tango, contact London Control, 7118 decimal 825.
Wind conditions, George. We are looking at winds of
Roger, the London Control.
4 knots at 330. 4 knots 330. They are much calmer winds now. Still storm warnings up in the north of England and up in Scotland, but the storm Ariel down in the south of the UK has very much calmed down now. So winds have greatly improved for us.
Alpine 124, Roger, hold position, you're number 5.
Sorry, say again, please?
Alpine 1824, hold position, you are number 5.
Hold position on 182
Using a stick, Lenny. Stick's right here. On the left hand side. Using a stick.
Heathrow Tower, BPJ 102, good evening. Holding point Saturn, awaiting fully ready departure. BPJ 102, hello Heathrow Tower, hold Saturn. Hold position of Saturn, BPJ 102, Wilco.
As there, copying and pasting the camera button. I have tried it. The more you do it, the sooner do it.
7 knots, runway 27 right, clear for takeoff. Right to the takeoff.
Right, we are next.
You're good 444 behind the departing company, Airbus A320, line up and wait runway 27 right behind.
Behind the departing company A320, line up and right, runway 27 right, speedbird 444. Right, landing lights on. Set the altimeter, sorry, set the transponder to on.
This is the Speedbird 446.
Cabin crew, seats for departure, please.
Speedbird 446, line up and wait runway 27 right, traffic to depart ahead.
Line up on wait runway 27 right, Speedbird 446.
Tower KLM 229, just asking, weren't we meant to be number 3 for departure? KLM 299, sorry, I should have said that did not include the departing traffic.
Okay then, they're getting a bit fussy about departure lines.
KLM 229, just for your correction, KLM 299, just for your information, you will be next to line up on the runway 32 ahead of you. Alright, thank you, KLM 229. Keep at 894, contact your control, so this is 118.825.
So final pre-takeoff checks, brake sets to max, cabin signs are active, cabin secure, spoilers are on, flaps takeoff set, and takeoff config is normal. So all we need is now takeoff clearance from ATC, and then we are cleared to depart. So yeah, we are slightly behind schedule, but it's not terribly out of sync. We'll be able to catch up with time, no problem after departure. So we've got an hour and 25. The actual flying time is about 55 minutes between here and Amsterdam, but an hour and 25 is scheduled. So we'll see how that kind of takes away from the 841 there. As soon as he starts the takeoff fly, and we'll activate the chrono as well. Right, so we'll hold that until we have takeoff clearance, then we'll activate chrono. Traffic's now been given control over to London departure. We are next. If it's stuttering, Simmers, that's from your end, I'm afraid. Mine's running quite smoothly. Not sure, Kimson, speak to a solo. I'm not a tech support centre. Strobe lights should be automatic. Leonard, strobe set to automatic. So they'll come online without any input from myself on this occasion. Yes, passing 27 right, George. Runway 27 right.
Speedbird 444, runway 27 right, clear for takeoff, servicing 31007.
Clear for takeoff, runway 27 right, Speedbird 444. Thank you very much. Throttle 40. Engines 1, 2 stable. Knots. 100 knots.
Heathrow Tower, Drawyah 3515. Just want to ask what is our route for departure?
V1. Rotates.
Drawyah 3515, you are number
Positive
2,
right.
not excluding
Landing
the
gear
capital.
up.
Okay, thank you. Drawyah 3515.
Transponder. Sure I did. Yes, I did. I'll get myself a chime message tonight. Autopilot on.
And that's all.
So we'll reduce to climb power. Flaps up.
Flaps retracted.
Speedbird 444, contact London Control, 61 decimal 825.
Contact London Control on 118.825 for Speedbird 44. Thank you very much. Take care. Good night. 118.825.
Okay, woman.
Good evening, London Control. This is Speedbird 444 at 4,000, climbing to 6,000 inbound. Delta 305 Mike.
Good 444, London Control, good evening. Climb to point level 120.
Climb level 120 for Speedbird 444. Set altitude, flights level 120.
Flight level 120.
So this is IVAO. We're flying on Albex. We're flying on IVAO.
One time, get a request for that climb. That one time, we're climbing level 230. 230.
As always, nighttime departures, they always are pretty good for their light scenery, I must admit. I do prefer flying in the daytime, I won't deny that, but departures and arrivals at night, something about the night lighting just makes it ever so special. So after London Control, we'll be handed over likely to... And to be fair, there are so many centres now online. I personally have lost track, but we'll listen out to frequencies, listen out to what ATC give us, and we'll make transition, we'll make changes as the flight requirements needs. But for now, continue to climb to 12,000 hopefully. For some reason it's holding at 6 there. Stands altimeter set. There we go. Yes, he's evil. I presume real world graphics, meaning that this is Microsoft Flight Sim. I don't quite know what I mean by that, I must admit. look at the TCAS on screen, we'll probably be able to spot some traffic on the way, which is all active it should be. But yeah, certainly going to see a few white diamonds on screen. Other aircraft that are on their routes as well.
Good evening, London Central. Will be good 446, passing 2,500 feet on the Richmond 7 Foxtrot departure.
Good 446, London Control, good evening. Climb flight level
And lights
90.
Climb flight level 90 to 446.
We've passed 10,000 at this point. Increase speed. Continue as 80 require.
You offer complimentary flight information to our partners. Next to the Wi-Fi, you'll be able to access our wide range of free flight library.
The uncheck-out Swedish carrier and Polar, operate 30-odd-year-old for 50s northern rural Sweden, quite to supply them. Well, maybe one day then Christian will do it.
It won't be 1290 for very long. We don't want 147 if you would like 290, climb flight level 290.
Gosh, I was requested 290. So it'll be a very short bit of cruise there, I must admit. Right, so we're now level at flight level 120, 12,000 feet. Continue flying level at this altitude.
147, you can climb flight level 290.
Continue this altitude until tower gives us further climb permission. Very good, Simmers. How's your landing? Because we're now flying over North London. We're actually got the M25. So nearby to us. Double check myself on the Volanta map. Yeah, so the M25 is this road right here. Snake and long. That is the boundary of London itself. Minor bit of turbulence. Nothing the aircraft can't handle. What's this? Sansa Tower. Makes sense. Yeah, there's also Sansa departure away to Amsterdam, which actually cut in front of us.
128 contact, Amsterdam 125750. 12575, it's going to put heavy weather. First off on one time, you indicated airspeed. Current indicated is 340. So off on one time, reduce speed 320. 320.
Never been to Detroit, Brad. Never been to America. So your arrival time to Amsterdam, 1933 Zulu. Top screen there, 1933 Zulu. So about half an hour or so from start to finish. Though, given that we have got traffic on the route, there's a good chance we may end up in a harding pattern for a short while. That to our left, London Stansted Airport.
Peter, the 446, is it possible for us to request a further climb?
446, what do you go for 230?
Contact level 230 to 446, thank you.
444, contact level 210.
Climb level 210 for speedbird 444. Set altitude flights level 210.
Flight level 210.
Right, let's climb, shall we? So we're given permission to climb now to our cruising altitude, flight level 210, 21,000 feet. And that cruise, we should be up there for about 5-10 minutes or so, before we then start our descent intentions into Amsterdam.
KLM 55 November, climb flight level 210.
There go, down there, London Stansted Airport, home of Ryanair, Europe's favourite low-cost airline. Also, my favourite low-cost airline. Say what you want, I do adore the airline. They're not perfect, but they get you from A to B rather cheap. I can't fuss. How do you manage to do manual inputs when you can't remove discontinuity? You just delete them. Easy evil. You just delete them. If you can't remove them, in that case, it sounds like there's actually a discontinuity. The aircraft can't match up. So I'm afraid your option is then find a new waypoint to act in the middle of the two. Also, make sure you're not overlapping waypoints. Sometimes you may have kind of a match, so you have two waypoints of the same name. Delete one of them, and then try and remove discontinuity from there. If you can't remove it, there is a reason why I can't remove it. Welcome Tyler, how are you doing? Welcome to Channel Chats. How are you today? So we'll continue our climb out. We've got 80 miles until our final waypoint. We'll hopefully get some arrival instructions into Amsterdam. Again, just keep an ear out now for any change of frequencies. Let me get through the rest of this flight. We'll turn off the seatbelt sign, give passengers their freedoms back now as well. Give them a chance to run the cabin. While we climb out, also have a look at the names of passengers on board. Here's on the aircraft, who are we ferrying today? So yeah, they're slightly moody because of the whole late departure there. But hey ho. So we've got any names we recognise. Let's have a quick look through the chats. Dejan van Dijk. I recognise that name. Is he not related to Virgil van Dijk by any chance, footballer? Anybody else? Not particularly. So the cabin, so passenger names are very much going to be a mix of British and Dutch names on board today. No, not tonight. Nobody I personally recognise on board this aircraft today. If you don't spot anyone, give us a shout and we'll be able to match them up. I have flown the Work Total Series for OLUT. It is a very good aircraft, and I do enjoy flying. I don't stream it as much as I should do, to be honest. It is a good aircraft. There's KLM again. And I only tried to push himself through the queue on Heathrow. Got his transponder.
Thank you, climb now flight level to
no Jared today, does he? No Jared today. Jared Reid, I'm afraid, not on his flights. Not since his lifetime ban from all flights I do.
Flight level 210. KLM 147, contact Amsterdam 125750. They're going to keep Amsterdam 125750.
Right, so next week is going to be 12550. That'll be Amsterdam once we are finished with London. Yeah, so we are good today, Soviet, we are good. Got some dust on the horizon there at high altitude, sort of an orange sky on the horizon. For the most part, this flight will be in darkness, including our approach and landing into Amsterdam later. I will do replays of flights. We won't look at them straight away. We're going to land at Amsterdam, doing turnaround flights to Heathrow, and then once we finish both legs, we'll then have to look at the replays of both flights as well. So we will do replays, but we will do both flights first, and then the replays come afterwards. Not sure, Pat, you have to check yourself. I'm busy flying my own aircrafts. Again, I'm not customer support. Speak to Vlantart. You alright, Brad? Turbulence is pretty light tonight. Turbulence looking pretty good for our occasion. If you're flying up north, so if you're up to maybe Scotland, so Edinburgh, Glasgow, Inverness, then we'd be affected by turbulence. That's a fact. But for now, not looking too bad. Aircraft's performing more than fine at the moment. Got the you see the airlines all listed down below, so that on the left, that is going to be Felixstowe down there. Felixstowe. Colchester to our left.
125750.
underneath the aircraft down there. Felix Doden takes us out to the coast, so very shortly over the water.
Amsterdam radar, good evening, Zap 11 Tango with you.
On frequency.
Still on London.
So expecting myself in a couple of moments to also transition over to Amsterdam radar. So the boundary's about there. We'll soon lose KLM 147 and AWC. Who's this? Titan Airways. On Tango. That's the transition, and we'll carry on ourselves. In fact, you can see the Titan there, because he had to kind of sync in with Heathrow traffic. Actually, he landed at Heathrow and then carried on again. Interesting. I'm sure that was a bit of a curveball for ATC there, but fair play. It's a bit of a challenge for the approaching ATCs there. So how are you guys in chat so far? We have now left the UK. We are over the water right now, English Channel. Next time we fly will be the Netherlands. Yeah, how are you guys in chat so far? All good? Any negatives? Hopefully all good. It is Sunday, so back to work tomorrow, I guess. No donuts, I'm not a pilot in real life. Oh, this is a hobby for me. Welcome Charlie, how are you doing on channel? It's chats, how are you today? In terms of ATC, in terms of arrival, sorry, I'm expecting runway. I'm double checking the runway based on the inbound traffic. So grab the charts now for Amsterdam.
7299, are you able to accept flight level 230? Fine, we can go to 230.
Charts.
Roger, continue flight level 230, turn right, heading 060 degrees. Flying flight level 230, right, 06, KLM 299.
So we're expecting runway 06 for arrival today. Vanavitis, it's arrival runway 06, and that puts us on the Logan, which arrival? The Logan arrival, to figure out which one now. So 06. So what I'm doing basically, I'm just pinning charts to my Navigraph. No Logan there, so I need to double check my star for this one. So we'll likely be given a red for approach, red for runway 06. Again, we'll confirm that with the controller at Amsterdam as soon as we get to their airspace. Now the water, so you can see less of the ground for a little while. So we've got the coast of England kind of on my left hand side, ever so slowly, that will all start to disappear. Again, nighttime scenery, especially over water, less interesting things to look at. All the more fun.
London Control, hello.
We approach the coast at the other end. Lights appear on the horizon for us.
33515 London Control, good evening. Maintain altitude 6,000, in the timer, maintain altitude 6,000 feet. Order 3515, taking altitude. Maintain altitude 6,000.
It's other players, Brad. So the ATC IVAO, these are real people on Microsoft Flight Sim, FSX, P3D or X-Plane. So it's real people on a multiplayer network of realistic ATC. Again, as a reminder, this is a group flight, or at least it's an air bridge in memory of Graeme Wright, the former UK and Ireland IVAO Director who passed away on the 17th of November. Yeah, so I was saying, so he was Director, so he started off on the Netherlands region for IVAO. He then transferred to the UK when that one started in 2008, and so he kind of built up the ranks within that. 2012, I believe, he then steps back for a little bit, and then at that time the UK and Irish divisions of IVAO then merged, and then when that happened, he then returned back to IVAO, and then went into the directorship position, which he held ever since. So yeah, he's been director since 2012. His son, Dan, he's also very much active in the IVAO scene. And yes, overall, family kind of behind this. 17th November, passed away, which was a bit of a shock for all of us because he was only 45 years old. So I work in railway myself. He also was a railwayman. He works for LNER, London North Eastern Railway, as a train guard. Quite well right on actually. He had a few BBC interviews. He had his own blog as well, the Red Leader. Massive, was it a Sheffield fan? I think he was. I'll have to check now. Is it Sheffield? Really, really bad for that one wrong. He's all over the internet, now he's gone.
Saudi 3515, I did say maintain altitude 6,000 feet, you're reading 7,000.
Saudi 3515, requesting maintaining 7,000 due to flight control issues. We'll be back in a minute.
Oh, Roger, the only reason I made the Ukraine at 6,000, there was an aircraft close by. You can now climb.
Yeah, Sunderland, sorry. He was a Sunderland fan. So I can't remember, it was I was about to come off. He was a Tyneside fan, yeah, he was Sunderland.
Control, good evening, sir. It's BBK 122.
And while I never personally remember meeting him, I mean, I've been to all the flight sim shows, I've been on LNER quite often as a train, so I've likely crossed paths with him. I have likely spoken to him, but I've certainly listened to his blogs, I've certainly seen his interviews. He was a sound man. Lots of humour, absolutely loved his job, so like I say. Actually, he was quite active on some of the railway Facebook forums as well, so very open for contacts. So when he passed, definitely a shock to the system. Nobody expects it again. 45 years old. What can you say? So do rest, Graham. Do rest. If it weren't for you, IVAO UK certainly would be nowhere near where it is right now.
Contact London Control 135055.
Did you first also land in Totus 19? Very good flying mouse. Do enjoy it. Always a lot of fun to do. Do enjoy it.
Seabird 444, contact London, contact Amsterdam radar 125750.
Amsterdam radar on 125.750, Seabird 444. Thank you very much, take care, good night.
KLM 299, confirm routing direct to Red 5, Romeo X.
Good evening, Amsterdam Centre. This is Speedbird 444 at flight level 210, inbound to Redfart.
Kilometer 147, fly heading 120. Fly heading 130, and 147.
I must admit, we are running out of auto points here. So I'm testing runway 06.
Flight level 240.
So we'll plug in what I'm expecting and change it later if we know what to do. So it's runway 06 on the Redfart 1 Alpha arrival. Good evening, Amsterdam radar. This is Speedbird 444 at flight level 210, inbound Redfart.
Speedbird 444, hello, identified, clear track for 1 Alpha arrival, descend flight level 100 to be leveled over Schiphol.
Speedbird 444 is cleared on the Redfart Alpha arrival, descend flight level 100 to be leveled by Schiphol.
Kilometer 147, contact Schiphol approach 121 National 2050.
Right, down to 10,000. Set altitude 10,000.
Amsterdam radar, KLM 039, good evening sir, with you through flight level 100.
Right, so we need to descend to 10,000 by
flight level
We've got 60 miles and 10,000, that's plenty of time.
240,
Sugo needs to be... So 8,500, yeah, perfect. Perfect altitude for us. Also going to look at our arrival instructions.
Yes, after Sugo.
So QNH, grab the ATIS for arrival.
Contact approach 11205.
QNH 1001.
21205.
Temperature is 0. Wind reporting 290 at 3 knots. Transition altitude to grab that 3000. Now minimums on arrival is going to be
Amsterdam control, 446, level 230 inbound, Philip.
Right, Skibert 410. Identified, Alpha 1 Alpha arrival, descent flight level 110 and expect runway 06.
Speeders 446,
that sign
the
comes
Alpha
on.
arrival, descent flight level 110 and expecting ILS 06.
We're only a third away for our snacks and drink service, cabin crew, so you better hurry up before the aircraft comes into land.
0312. Gentlemen, the flight crew has turned on the fast stop time.
0312, good evening, identified. Stand by, call you back in a few minutes.
There you go, got the coast of we've got northern France and Netherlands, they come into view now. All that on the horizon.
Top call 103, switch Unicom 1228.
Make sure that's our frequency set as well, so 1.0.55. 1.0.55, of course 056. Of course 056, that's what's out for us. We'll put in the VOR of 113.3. 108.4. The VOR frequency and for Schiphol.
T12 identified, expect runway 21 in Eindhoven, descent flight level 100.
Welcome Airlander from Spain, how are you doing? Channel chat, welcome to Straps E. How are you doing? Gotardo, welcome Majoris, how are you doing?
Multi-12, roger that. Proceed
This is Galley view, absolutely don't like that. Start sub descent, passing out through 13,000, flight level 130. We'll reach 10,000 long before the next waypoint. If you have a look at the map, in terms of traffic ahead of us, for us actually we've got pretty good times. So there's an aircraft ahead of us, the Titan, they're on the approach. Most aircraft seems to be on the way back now to Heathrow, so a few aircraft heading towards the UK. Tons of traffic in front of us, so we should get a clear run into Heathrow without too much in the way of traffic. So 446 coming a little bit speedy there, so the tower requested them to slow down to 250 knots. I might increase my own speed actually, just for the sake of distancing. Basically, the faster we go, so there you go, the more spacing that's created with our approaches, so minimise the chance of us, well, we'll land no problem because airspace and everything's pretty good for us, but minimise the chances of them having to do a go around later. Very shortly, we'll level off at 10,000 feet. Our ETA for arrival, set to land at 19:34 Zulu, so another 12 minutes of flight time today, 12 minutes to go. As it stands, we are nicely ahead of schedule, not much for us to worry about in this regards. Are you flying to Amsterdam yourself, Mikhail? Do enjoy it. It's very busy at the moment. It's quieting up a little bit now, but it's actually quite busy as it stands. Flying circles are good, Victor. So far, so good. Pardon me. Not active at the moment, Theodore. Also, still under controls for it. For now, single flight control replay, since I do actually quite like FCR, so I'll stick to what I know. If you've got Xbox Midwest, then Microsoft Flight Sim is available on Xbox. It's not just a PC sim, this. Not just PC. Yes, disrupts, because I still don't know how to use it. I can record it, no problem, but I'm still figuring out how to move the camera controls around. Whenever I tried it so far, I seem to be locked in the cockpit view. So as soon as I can learn that, then I'll move over to the default replay.
Hello, Amsterdam radar, KLM 299, currently at level 230.
Flying around Amsterdam at 11. Batson vents. Yeah, because I think that's what's got an Amsterdam vent at the moment as well. They have one of their air bridges. Seems like Amsterdam, a very popular airport in flights and tonights.
Speed of 446, speed 240 knots.
Alright, David will slow down a bit more, so we'll increase our speeds to 320. Speedbird 444. We'll increase speeds to 320 knots as well for the sake of spacing.
Speedbird 444 again.
Speedbird 444, we will increase speeds to 320 knots to allow space between us and traffic behind us.
That would be great, thanks. Channel 3 Alpha Delta, contact London on frequency 120.5.
Yes, I did watch the United game ads. We did draw. We did get lucky with a penalty there to get ourselves the 1 goal back. Is it a reunified United? I don't know. I don't know. So that's they're trying to get back into the game a bit.
30, requesting approach into Amsterdam.
Am I scared of United at the moment? No, not yet. We'll take a draw. We are still nice and clear on top of the table. I'll take a draw.
Central level 200, KLM 299 and expect 1006.
We are doing a nice approach flight sim. We're nowhere near the lights yet, so we've got a long way to go. But we are doing a nice approach, yes. Why wouldn't we be doing one?
10100, KLM 299.
Let's try 10,000 at Sulut. Give it a couple of moments by Sugo. Yeah, everyone's that's fine, so we'll get the AC soon to give us further descent.
Amsterdam radar, speedbird 7424.
That's the set location, we need a recording, they can move around outside, but the controls are a bit weird. Okay, so I'm still learning it, Theodore. Once I'm a bit more confident with the replay, then I'll start to do it. Because the fact is, I like my replays that you do the wing views, the outside views, that kind of stuff. And so I can learn to do the same freedom with the default replay, instead of the modular replay for now.
KLM 299 on direct Schiphol.
KLM 299 direct Schiphol.
In terms of our return flights,
444 you can reduce to 250 knots and after Schiphol to Sierra Papa Lima.
Speedbird 444, reduce speeds to 250 knots. Could you say again descent, sorry, for us?
Speedbird 444 and for further descent contact approach on 1205, bye-bye.
Contact approach on 121.205 for Speedbird 44. Thank you very much. Take care, goodbye. 121.205.
Slap 11 Tango, you're 5 miles behind the 737, contact tower now, 119.230, bye-bye. 119.230, thank you, bye-bye.
Good evening, Amsterdam approach. This is Speedbird 444 at flight level 100 inbound Schiphol.
Speedbird 444, Schiphol approach identified. Turn right heading 130, factors ILS 06.
Speedbird 444, make a right turn heading 130 and expect effectors for runway 06. Set heading 130.
Setting heading 130.
No, so you can control speed co-pilot, not the heading, that'll do manually.
444, descend to flight level 70.
Descend to flight level 70, Speedbird 444. Set altitude 7,000.
7,000
Good
feet.
evening, Amsterdam approach, speedbird 446, flight level 100 inbound Schiphol.
Speedbird 446 identified, expect ILS runway 06.
Expecting ILS 06, speedbird 446.
Right, and then lights on. Glad you joined the watch, Matthias. Very glad you joined the watch. Thank you very much.
Speedbird 444 to begin descent to altitude 2,000 feet, QNH 1001.
Continue descent down to 2,000 feet, QNH 1001 for Speedbird 444. Set altitude
Speedbird
2,000.
446, turn right heading 130, descend to flight level 70.
Right 10 130 and descend to flight level 0 to 70, speedbird 446.
Increase our... do that slightly. Spoilers out. Set speed 200. Set speed 200.
I'm on it.
Cool, no you're not. You can control altitude, nothing else. Poor co-pilots.
Good evening, that one Tango back with you. Get around 06. Currently runway heading climbing 3,000. Schiphol Tango Roger identified, right turn heading 180, factors ILS 06. Roger 180, vectors 06.
20 miles an hour now to get ourselves to 2,000. So going a little bit fast there, so in that case kind of balancing our altitude, also balancing our speed. 1,400 in descent, passing through 6,000.
Speedbird 444, right heading 145.
Right heading 145, Speedbird 444. Yes, there you go, they've realised we're a little bit high there. Right turn, gives us a little bit more space and more distance.
Up to 3,000 feet.
We'll report on at 3,000, Speedbird 444.
Speedbird 444, stop your descent at 3,000 feet.
Stop descent at 3,000 for Speedbird 444.
Zap 11 Tango, descent to altitude 2,000 feet. Zap 11 Tango, descent to altitude 2,000 feet. Descent 2,000.
Gets us down to 230 knots.
235.
We'll be able to use flaps to help us slow down as well.
235.
Just a little more to go. The speed. Set the brakes to low. Actually no, runway 06, set the brakes to medium.
444, reduce speed 180 knots.
Reduce speed 180 knots, Speedbird 444. Flaps position 1.
446, turn right heading 145, descend to altitude 3,000 feet on QNH 1001.
Right turn 145, 3,000 feet and QNH 1001, speedbird 446.
So QNH 1001. Will I say cruise 7's not worth it? Absolutely not, Chris. The Captain 777, definitely not worth it. Speedbird 444, level at 3000.
444, Roger.
Schiphol is in sight, runway's in sight.
Zep 11 Tango, are you happy with the short lineup?
Flaps position 2.
A flaps. Roger, expect 6 miles. Repeat, one more time. 1 Tango, expect vectors to 6 miles final. Roger, expect vectors for 6 miles final. Zep 1 Tango, right, clipper heading 270. Right, 270. Speedbird 444, left 090, cleared ILS 06, you're number 2.
Speedbird 444, left 090, and expects ILS for 06, number 2.
Speedbird 446, review speed 180 knots.
Hello there, Schiphol approach, KLM 299 with you.
So landing systems on
Speedbird
Latex.
446, review speed 180 knots.
180 knots, Speedbird 460.
Airway in front of us, Nikki. That will be...
One Tango, right heading 320, base leg.
Give me seconds.
320, base leg.
That is Rotterdam ahead of us. That was Rotterdam. Activate localizer.
Hello there, Schiphol approach, KLM 299 descending to flight level 100, inbound Sierra Papa Lima.
Zep 11 Tango, right heading 030, cleared ILS 06. 030, clear right. Speedbird 446, left 090, cleared ILS 06, number 3.
In a second, activate localizer
Left
and
10
follow the right slope.
Lead ILS 06, number 3, suited 446.
First Caleb 55 November, are you on this? Caleb 299 and hello, right turn heading 160, expect ILS runway 06, descend to level 70.
Right, 160, expect ILS 06 and descend flight
That's
level
active.
00, KLM 299.
Speedbird 444, establish runway 06.
444, Roger, number 2, yeah, number 2, clear approach.
Speedbird 444, number 2, clear approach.
Schiphol approach KLM 559 November. Goedenavond. With you at flight level 100 inbound STL.
KLM 55 November, goeiedag, identified turn right heading
So the aircraft in front of
170,
us
descend to
are
2000
quite
feet,
close. Can we
QNH
reduce to
1001.
minimum approach speed?
Turning right heading 170, descending 2000 feet, QNH 1001. KLM 55 November.
11 Tango, back to tower, runway liner 230, goodbye. Roger, that's happening.
Down.
Speedbird 444, contact tower, runway liner 230, goodbye.
Contact tower 119 230, Speedbird 444, thank you very much.
Established on ILS 06.
Right.
Hello,
Cabin
wind.
check.
2903, you're now clear left. 06.
Good land,
That's for landing. Good evening, Amsterdam Tower, Speedbird 444, establish runway 06. Right, set,
Speedbird 444, hello,
boilers,
clear approach. Wind 13, OSD, expect late landing.
continue approach, expect slate line clearance, Speedbird 444. So waiting for the aircraft in front of us to clear the runway. Reducing to minimum approach speed. Give the aircraft in front as much time as possible to clear the runway before we make it ourselves. But the aircraft in front of us, you can see, was a go around, quite a tight go arounds there.
Left 1 Tango enable, vacated left, contact ground 121.805.
And that 1 Tango is vacated left. Switch to ground 1.
Speedbird 444, the wind 3107, land 706.
Okay, it's now runway 06, Speedbird 444.
500. 400. 300.
City making Amsterdam Tower, Speedbird 446, 5 miles out, established ILS 06.
200.
Speedbird 446, good evening, continue approach and expect late landing clearance.
Continuing approach and expecting landing clearance 446.
Expect late landing clearance.
30.
Expect late landing clearance.
Retard.
Throttle.
Speedbird 446, sorry.
10. 5.
The thrust sets. $100 knots. 80 knots. 60 knots. That's just cuts. Vacate runway to the lefts. Yeah, got a little bit off the glide path there. Got a little bit below it. And as the auto throttle was currently off, and therefore I had to take manual control throttle there. Not a major problem. Thought it before we got too late. Speedbird 444 is clear of runway.
Speedbird 444, contact Schiphol ground 121.805.
Let's contact Schiphol ground on 121.805 for Speedbird 444. Thank you very much.
Speedbird 446.
Good evening, Amsterdam ground. Speedbird 444. Requesting taxi to the gates.
Speedbird 444, any preferred gate?
Negative, stick me anywhere.
Take you anywhere. I should have said that. Let's keep it simple. Delta 18 Bravo.
Taxi to stand Delta 185 Bravo, first Speedbird 444. Thank you very much.
I will save you the trip around the airport.
Oh, you're too kind, too kind. Right, Live Bravo onto Delta 18. Let's grab us the charts. Need the stands. Give me 2 seconds. Bravo, Charlie, Delta. Cool. So I can taxi to the...
flying together with Speedbird 446.
I presume so, yes. Speedbird 46 is currently behind us. So, stick next to us.
Okay, if you want to stand together, you can better take Delta 10. So I can put you together.
Roger that, Delta 10. We're happy to do that.
Taxi stand Delta 10.
Taxi stands Delta 10 for Speedbird 444, thank you very much. A bit of a change of gate there for passengers. Right, we'll taxi to the gates, disembark our passengers, and then prepare ourselves for our second flights back to Heathrow. Oop, another British Airways there, company traffic.
Traffic.
Gallon 610 or 231. Who of you would like to go first?
The transponder still active.
Traffic. Traffic.
It's even for me, no problem. Maybe I'm the latest. No problem.
Okay, in that case, at taxi Bravo, give way to company 738 from the right.
Okay.
Good evening, Amsterdam ground, Speedbird 446, vacated 06 via Sierra 2.
So now on the Delta Pier 10 will be the last one on the right hand corner.
Delta 12 for you, next to company, next to Bravo.
Delta 12, fly Bravo, next to company, Cedar 6, thank you.
Yes, we are returning back to Heathrow. We are second leg for the streams. We've got 2 ways today. We have got ourselves a return trip. Stream's not over just yet.
Sub-Tempo, correction, Sub-11 Tango. Welcome to Schiphol. Please change your pools. Have a good evening. Bye-bye. KLM 331, contact Tower, Wamana now 230.
109.230, send for the service, KLM 321.
And hold position, bung brake sets. Motion tax lights are off. APU bleed active. Engines off. Seatbelt sign off.
Seatbelt 737, ready for taxi.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Amsterdam Schiphol. The local time right now is approximately quarter to 10. The temperature outside at a cool 0 degrees centigrade. We thank you for British Airways. We hope you enjoyed travel with us today, and we hope to see you again in the very near future. And a safe journey onwards from here. Cabin crew, to some doors and cross check please. Thank you for flying with us today. Right, beacon lights come off. Snow pads available. That comes on. APU comes off.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Amsterdam.
And jet bridge. And that connects up to the aircrafts. So not a bad flight overall. Quite a bit messy there. The auto throttle deactivated a bit too soon, but apart from that, we did manage to take control of it standard without any incidents. It was a minus 167 feet per minute touchdown, so no issue with the touchdown there. I think we hit about... Well, I think we did pretty well with the G as well. I think it was just standard 1 point something. In fact, say that, so smooth, we didn't even register a touchdown. My touchdown according to the tool there. We review the flight with the stats. So again, look at our speed. Does it show speed? No. It just shows the altitude though. For the most part it's stable. Like I said, it's just really a case of taking control of the throttle there as the aircraft went a little bit on the low side. It happens. That's something I'd report to my managing line manager there, kind of talk about what happened and ways to avoid it in future flights. So yes, again, slap on the wrist. Right, so we're on the ground at Amsterdam Schiphol, passengers disembarking, and while we're here we will start preparing ourselves for our next flight back to Heathrow. We'll clear the flight as well, so I'll drop the flight report on chats. Slightly neutral expression for passengers, ultimately they're going to be slightly annoyed by the delay, so very short departure due to delay, unexpected departure delay, and a soft landing. But as overall, passengers not too unhappy with that. A 73% satisfaction, I'll take it. Heathrow to Amsterdam. Right, we will... I'll drop the flight report in chat so you guys can look at the flight reports in detail. I'll quickly reset sim brief as well so that the flight is now the correct way around. Is it possible to report upon departure? I can request it, Hendrik. We'll see what they say about that. Although I must admit the winds are a bit gustier out here, so good chance they won't give it to us. Also, it's busy enough that traffic's also going to be a bit of a problem as well. Right, so we'll quickly load up this one. The original ETA for departure was 2000, so we are slightly behind schedule for departure as well, but we can work around that. Apart from that, here is the flight report, so if we should look at the flight report in more detail, that is the link there. Let's now prepare our return flights. So, menu, start flights from Amsterdam to Heathrow, BA441, I think it's our flight number today. Let me double check if that's still available on the old IVAO. So BA441 is a return to BA444, the answer is yes, still available. That's also confirmed on FPL.IVAO. In fact, actually I may have changed that. Let me just double check the flight plans on the ATC side of things. So it's 423 now. There you go, Speedbird 423 is our return flight. Pull the flight now from Simbrief on Navigraph. Back to PAX, Amsterdam to London, 423. Cruising altitude 24,000 feet. Flight time, again, about 1 hour and 20 for the return leg. Time till takeoff will be... Again, looking at 8 o'clock. We'll put another 20 minutes on that, so... 20 past 8. 32 minutes. A320neo with a passenger count of... What's in their heading? 182, so slightly busier flight on the way back to London. 182. Wi-Fi, no entertainment, no boarding music or safety briefing. BA. Get snacks, no meals. Let's start boarding. We'll pull the new info from Simbrief 2. Now flip around. So you can see the much better time is expected to be 2000. We are slightly behind schedule, but not by much. Right, centralisation. So Echo Hotel Alpha Mike to Echo Golf Lima Lima. Since we've already landed, Iris is already configured. That is nothing for me to do. Also, as we dome lights for visibility. New flight number today, BA423. Cost index this leg is 10. With a cruising altitude of 240. This gets the payload also adjusted as flight, so MCD menu, ATSU, AOC. Let's do a weather request, send for that, and do a weight and balance check, request, and board. Same for left hand side, let me grab the fuel load. Flight plan, fuel required is 4789. We'll take 47, yeah, we'll go for the same, 5500. Right, give me a quick 5 minutes, going to take a short break while we're on the ground. I'll leave an external view so you can kind of see the scenery in the background, some of the aircraft coming in. And I need to voice out a few things in the real world as well. So give me about 5 minutes, going to quickly refresh myself up, and then we'll carry on with the return leg back to Heathrow. Back in a second. Hello again, we're back. Right. So, it's our routing now. So, departing, flight plan, we've already done that. It's a very short flight plan, starting off with Idrid. fly the Lima 980 to Logan. Just give it a second to let up the airway there. There we go. To Logan. Insert that. Flight plan completes. Right, let's listen to the ATIS now for Amsterdam. Yeah, everything's ready to suit the aircraft, disinfect our aeroplane. Right, this is the ATIS, so tune in to Discord.
Winds 310 at 7 knots. Unknown. Tid clouds at 4,900 feet. Ability 10 kilometers. Altimeter 1001. Dew point -2 degrees Celsius. Few clouds at 3,000 feet.
Cool, and that for us is information Foxtrots. So I'm expecting runway. So as I'm expecting, departure runway is scheduled as runway 36 left. Transition 3000. And now be on the injured departure. Student Schiphol ground. Let's get our clearance sorted. So 121.805.
Bonjour, bonsoir. Left. Initial correction volume 3 vector departure 36 left. Initial climb level 060 and the squawk is
starts.
2010.
Print out the updated weather method request.
Readback correct. Information for active. Push and start approved. QNH 1001.
Hello again, Schiphol ground. Speedbird 423 stands Delta 10 is ready for clearance to Heathrow. Information Foxtrot.
Stand by.
I'll give them a couple of seconds to just double check the flight plan there. Here's the updated link for those ones to track the flights.
Speedbird 443, ready to taxi. Taxi on point Whiskey 5, Fire Bravo and Charlie. Speedbird 443, taxi on point Whiskey 5, via Bravo and Charlie. Whiskey 5, 5, Bravo and Charlie. Correct. Speedbird 423, have to clearance, ready to copy.
Speedbird 423 is ready to copy.
423, clear destination, Volapri Victor, departure runway 36 left, initial climb level 060 and squawk 6261.
Speedbird 423 is cleared to Heathrow, departing runway 36 left on the injured departure, initial climb at 060, squawking at 6261. Right, 6261. Departure 36 left.
Feedback correct. Push start proof, QNH 1001. And information Fox for detected.
Speedbird 423, push start approved, information Fox active, QNH 1001. Cool, so got our push and start clearance already approved for us. We'll take it from there. What am I looking for? Look at the injured.
Amsterdam ground, it's BBJ 122, runway 06 vacated to Sierra 4 on taxiway Alpha. BBG 102, any preferred gate? Negative, sir. It's been a long time since I've been here, so whatever you want to put me, sir. Thank you. Foxtrot 9er. 5 Bravo. Okay with you?
Bergy departure.
Foxtrot 9er, 5 Bravo. BBJ 122. Thank you very much, sir. Yes.
Hang on, request from Burrito. Sorry, Bird 423. Could you say the SID again for departure?
SID is the Vola 3 Victor, Victor Oscar Lima Lima Alpha 3 Victor.
Volo 3 Victor for Speedbird 423, thank you very much. Cool, this is the value we wanted. Insert that. Flight plan back. Check discontinuities, which there
Ground,
is
good evening,
here.
One Tango,
That should be alright. Do a quick flight plan check. And yeah, that should fit in quite nicely for us. Perfect. Back to the arc.
Should I?
Initial climb is 6,000. AP bleed set.
One Tango, clear destination, Vola 3 Victor, departure, runway 36 left, initial climb is level 060 and squawk.
Passengers have boarded now, so they are ready for us to leave.
Course 2122, runway 36 departure. Initial climb will be 6,000 feet. Can you repeat the departure, please?
Departure is Vola 3 Victor.
So that about performance of departure. So because of the rain earlier on, I'm going to set it as a wet runway. So that's all set up correctly.
Vola 3 Victor departure.
Over to TPC. Aircraft type A320. Runway length, grab that from the charts.
That 1 Tango, Chris, push and start.
3,800.
1 Tango, push and start. Approved. QNH 1011.
Airport elevation less 1,000 feet. Wind components, currently a headwind of 7 knots. Outside air temperature 0. QNH 1001. Takeoff weights is this. Flaps 1. Anti-ice, we'll have that currently on engine and wing because it's getting quite hot outside, hitting 0. Position, wets. Flex 50, V1146, right 153, V2154. So, yeah, we'll plug into performance.
Can 146. Taxi Bravo, Charlie, holding put whiskey 5.
153 and 154. Transition altitude is 3,000. Flaps 1, flaps 10, 15. Cool. So that's our performance setup. Departure's set up. Got our clearance. And we will descend now. We've got our push and start approved from ATC. That's gives us the clearance. So next time we contact them, we'll be ready to taxi. So I'll push back, head to the south. And there we go, our flight has actually registered the touchdown rates. It's touchdown rates of... Really? Come back. There it is. The rate of 168 feet per minute at 1.05 Gs. That's spot on for landing there. So make sure we track the new flights. And the flights imports from IVAO. Alternative for coming to Heathrow is Manchester. Go Golf Charlie Charlie. Flying Golf. Tango Tango, November Delta. Ground from flight deck. Request pushback.
Pushback request confirmed.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard Flight 423 with service to London Heathrow. Our flight time will be roughly...
Right, so now the target's moving into position. That'll be a very long way back.
Upright and launch position for departure. Cabin crew,
Ground from flight deck.
Ground here. Departure checks completed. Doors and hatches closed. Bypass pin inserted. So please release the brakes.
Brakes released.
So let the ride begin.
Op ground, goedenavond, Lufthansa 1902.
Let's
Go
go
back.
into ignition.
Jet West 016, contact tower 1190230.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention.
119230 for J West 016. Lufthansa.
Airway info, Foxtrot request clear on fire mark to Heathrow.
You are cleared to start the engines now.
Clear destination,
Engine
Boa
2
36 to
starts.
departure runway 26 left. Initial
Turn
climb,
facing
flight level
south.
060, squawk
Turn
6262.
you to a southern course.
Boa 36, level 36 left, initial climb 60, squawk 6262 from 1902.
Lufthansa 1902 heavy, read correct. QNH 1001, push and start approach.
Push and start is approved, that will be around 5 minutes.
Roger.
We're now going to explain
Stop, pushback.
Okay.
Seabird 2760, good evening, any preferred gate?
Brakes are set.
Brakes set.
Pushback
Taxi
brakes
time,
are removed.
taxi stand, Charlie
Good shout, change the overlay around. There we go. Right, change the overlay, just a heads up. So we are flying back to Heathrow now, ads. That's the whole point of it saying return in the title, if you could guess that. Right, engine 2 is stable, engine 1 starts. Test the controls.
To use it, take it out of the container and place it over your head. Pass the tapes around your waist and tie them securely in a double bow at your side. Inflate your life jacket when you leave the aircraft. We will supply life cots for babies and life jackets for
That's
children.
done.
Flaps position 1. Turn off the dome lights.
But when seated facing rearwards in Club World,
Yeah, one more tango, ready for taxi. Jet 11 tango, taxi on point whiskey 5 via Bravo.
to the closest usable exit, taking nothing with
Whiskey
you.
5 via Bravo.
High-heel shoes must be taken off as they may tear the evacuation slide. Emergency lighting, including floor-level lighting, will help you find your way
fine.
to the exits. These are clearly
Right, so just now waiting for engine 1 to stabilise. And then we'll taxi to the runway.
two exits at the rear of the
Seabird 47, taxi on point whiskey 5 via Bravo and Charlie.
To be fair, if at Heathrow, you were being very rushy there for your departure position, and then forgot to set on your transponder. Not great for this event, not great.
the handle in the direction of the red arrow. Opening the doors automatically inflates
Speedbird
the
423
evacuation
is ready to taxi.
slides. The slides can also be inflated.
43, taxi on point whiskey 5 via Bravo and Charlie.
Slide and move away from the aircraft. If the aircraft has landed on water, these slides
Taxi to
detach
holding point
to
Whiskey
raft.
5 via Bravo and
As you
Charlie
leave
for
the
Speedbird
aircraft,
423.
inflate your life jacket by pulling the red tag.
Right, let's grab the
Necessary, lower
taxi
the
charts for
mouthpiece to top up
Amsterdam
the
now.
air.
Close
The life
that,
jacket
close
is
that.
fitted with a light and a
Go back
whistle.
to Amsterdam charts list and on the taxi
Your
charts
oxygen
for
mask is
Amsterdam.
behind the panel just above your head. If the cabin air system should fail,
So
this will
holding
release.
point
Save
Whiskey
your seat and put the
5,
mask
which
towards
is
you to
over
help
there,
you
half down the
survive.
runway
Please note that the
via
band does not
Bravo
inflate.
and
Place it over your mouth and
Charlie.
nose and adjust the
Cool,
band
it's
to
nice and simple
secure
for
it.
us.
Then breathe normally.
Parking brake
Make
released.
sure your own mask is correctly fitted before helping anyone else.
Taxi
In
lights
some areas, you release
on.
the mask by pulling on this coloured streamer. If you're in a Club World sleeper seat, you may
Speedbird 47, make sure it's taxiway Charlie. So head first left and then again first right.
must be switched off, and all headsets must be removed whenever the engines are running on the ground during takeoff, approach, and
A firm left then right, taxiway Charlie, Speedbird 423.
send or receive calls or text messages. Remain
I've got it on the
off
map, in
before
fact I can show you the map on screen as well actually, like that.
Flight safe mode should have this feature enabled now. Some electronic devices
KLM 148, there's coming an aircraft out of Alpha from your left, from Alpha. Give way to that aircraft. Speedbird 320.
in front of you or in an overhead locker.
KLM 148,
These items
traffic will
will
be
be
fine.
carefully, as they may fall and injure someone. As we prepare for takeoff, please make sure that your tray table is put away.
So we cut across Alpha,
Seat is
and make
upright,
first
and
left
your
on
armrest
to
is
Bravo.
down. Please stow your individual video screen and footstool if you have them. Finally, take a look at the safety card in the seat pocket. If you have any questions, please ask your crew. We hope you have a relaxed and enjoyable flight.
KLM 148, you can go first.
I have played Flying in the past, and it's not a bad platform that. It's certainly good with freeware sim. Certainly worth a look, certainly worth a look. And yes, you can use controller to fly in it. There's no restrictions with that. Airbus announced new generation A320 family.
433, contact tower 119 at 230, bye bye.
Is that for us? No, it wasn't, it's 443. We're 423. Yes, you know, we know about the Neo projects for us. So it's not really a new generation of Airbus now, it's now for about 5-6 years.
Speedback 433, 443, copy. Amsterdam ground, BBJ 102 is on stand Foxtrot 9. Thank you very much for your service.
Max. Signs are active, cabin check.
You too, sir. See you next time. Bye bye.
On the spoilers.
See you next time.
And takeoff config test. Just make sure we kill the APU. So following Bravo all the way around. Make the first right onto Charlie, and then the first left onto Whiskey 5. We'll cross over the runway at 36 right. And the path 36 left. We're at Amsterdam right now, Tanush. We've already flown to Amsterdam from Heathrow.
That 1 Tango is approaching.
The return leg back to Heathrow.
Jet, correction, Jet 1 Tango. Will be coming at KLM 320 from your right. Give way to the aircraft. Then contact tower 119 at 230. 119 at 230. And give way to traffic from right.
You can't, Tommy. Microsoft Flight Sim's on Xbox and PC, not on mobile.
Roger, Eva Alpha 16. Behind the Speedbus 320 coming from right to left. Taxi Bravo, Charlie Whiskey 5.
Right, so given priority over another aircraft. Also requesting taxi. My guess, that one just pushed back.
Ja, ze niet de hoogte van Echo.
Oké.
Station calling.
It's passing the November intersection on our right hand side.
Exchange approved, have a good evening, bye bye.
Two strikes. To the very end of Bravo. Yes, let's see live Tower.
Are you ready for taxi?
These are real people on the multiplayer server acting as realistic ATC. So yes, this is live ATC, all simulated within sim.
Unreadable. Very much a lot of background noise.
Yusuf, yes, I remember you. How are you doing? Welcome channel, welcome to chats. How are you today? Right, so there's an aircraft there holding for us. We'll squeeze in front, and then we'll get ourselves ready for departure. So that's November 5 to our right hand side now. One more intersect, and then we make the round turn.
Voor Lufthansa 1902. Die speedbutter verdwijnt af en toe gewoon uit mijn beeld, dus ik heb geen idee waar die precies zit.
Die zit al bij Charlie.
Oh.
Val de linker mee, hè?
Cool,
Ja, hij
right
vloog net
to
op
Charlie.
voor me uit, dus...
And first left onto Whiskey 5.
Stadstand piloot.
Once you have us on the ground,
Ja,
you've got the ground speed indicator on the ND there, right at the top.
Nee, maar
14
dat
knots right now.
Jij zei, daar heb ik
14
zelf vaker ook
knots.
last van.
volgens mij kan het er te veel vliegverkeer in de buurt is, dan snapt hij het niet meer.
Ja, en het is natuurlijk, ze zijn ook continu die software voor alles aan het ontwikkelen, dus het is ook allemaal nieuw en moet ik even goed ingespeeld worden.
Phone calculator pilot, I'm using TPCs.
Tower 119.230.
Contact tower on 119.230 for Speedbird 423, thank you very much. Oh, let's contact tower. So give me 2 seconds, I'll answer your question in a second. Good evening, Amsterdam Tower, Speedbird 423, approaching Whiskey 5.
Speedbird 423, cross 36 enters Whiskey 5. Continue taxi via Victor to holding point Victor 3.
Speedbird 423, cross Whiskey 5 and taxi on to Victor, holding point Victor 3. Thank you, Philip with 499, thank you very much. Hello? Hello, how are you, dude? Welcome to the channel, on the chats, how are you today? Right, so crossing the inactive runway.
Okay, then we'll follow.
Going to Victor, Victor 3. Gosh, we are going all the way. It's very into the airport there for departure. Almost there. Almost there. 27. So we've got 36 left departure. Mirrors. 36 left. Yeah, so using TPC performance calculator pilots. It's a third-party tool you can download on the Avsim Russia website. I like it. It gives you values that you kind of expect for the A320. I know these sim does it, the flyby does it built into the FMS. I prefer doing the third-party tools, just kind of get an extra step into the setup of the aircraft. It is big, right, isn't it? It's definitely a fairly widespread airport, this, at Amsterdam Schiphol.
Speedbird 443, are you ready for immediate departure 36 left?
Speedbird 443, approaching P3, ready for departure.
Oh, this guy has actually got himself
Speedbird
lost.
443, the wind 32013, you are cleared for takeoff.
Why did we reach that far in Splash? Because that's the only space to build it. Gotta remember that in the Netherlands, a lot of land, well, it's flat land, but a lot of it's flooded. And so in order to build space for runway, this is how to do it.
10,000 feet, is that correct?
Speedbird 443, negative sir, you are cleared for takeoff. Runway 36 left, the wind 320 at 13 knots, wind passing 2000 feet, contact departure 121-1205.
121-205 off departure.
Yeah, clear for takeoff, copy. Speedbird 443.
Speedbird 443, wind passing 2000 feet, contact departure 121-205.
Yeah, understood. When passing 2,000 feet. Yeah, concentrated.
KLM 148, behind the departing
I'm
traffic.
afraid
Live and wait.
that British Overpilot there in front of us hasn't quite got the message there. Trying to concentrate. Not exactly the best response, I must admit.
Schiphol, goedenavond, KLM 129 established 06.
Bit of a speed bump.
KLM 129 good evening. The wind 320 at 13, and land 06.
KLM 06, 129.
That 1 Tango 64 ready for departure.
This is 1 Tango, line of wait, 36 left.
Roger, line of wait, 36 left.
You're number 3 for departure.
Number 3 for departure.
Flight time today is about 55 minutes. Only a short flight, this one. About 55 minutes. Depends on traffic into Heathrow as well. Could be quite busy. Therefore, we may need to hold. But that'll be determined a bit later on when we reach that part. Right, let's hold position, Victor 3.
Tower Lufthansa 1902, approaching Victor 4, just to confirm the plane I was following is now lining up.
Lufthansa 1902, I see you transmitting. The only thing I hear is background noise.
Nu?
KLM 148, the winds 32013, clear for takeoff 6 left, west passing 2000 feet, contact departure.
How's that sound? Pretty good, Canon. Pretty good from our end. Things went nice and smooth for us.
KLM 148, takeoff runway 36 left, west passing 2000 feet, contact departure 121
Speedbird 423, holding Victor 3, ready to depart.
Speedbird 423, roger, I'll call you back.
Cool, so we are now in the queue. There's an aircraft to our left hand side on Victor 4, I believe priority 4, yeah, they're lining up now, so they'll take off first, and then we will carry on. Change pilot contacts the runway with one engine. We can yes, so taxiing to the gate's alright, Punk, because you can, if your engine fails, then you're fine. But if you have an engine failure that you don't detect on the way to the runway, then you've got problems. So you have to use dual engine taxi to the runway, but single engine taxi away from the runway back to gates, that's not much of a problem. Yep, flying back to so you're flying back to Heathrow, Callum, yes, we are flying back to Heathrow. Once again, while we're stationary, just a quick reminder that this is a memorial flight in memory of Graeme Wright, part of, well, he was again the UK and Ireland IVAO Director, who passed away on the 17th of November. Loves his aviation, works in the railways, loves his railways. All rounds, lovely guys, so do rest well, Mr. Wright, do rest well, Graham. He deserves to be remembered by the entirety of our community. Fantastic guy. I say, I don't have any big memories of actually meeting the guy. I've definitely met him, I've definitely crossed paths with him, but nothing particularly off the top of my mind apart from checking out his interviews and BBC News appearances.
Tango, the wind 32013 knots, clear for takeoff 36 left, and passing 2000 feet, contact departure.
Welcome Jamie, how are you doing? Welcome channel, welcome to chat, how are you today? There you go, quite interesting. Altitude, -5 feet. So we are below sea level, by about 5 foot there.
Lufthansa 1902, behind the departed traffic, a line of weight behind.
Right, so the time's giving you priority behind us, that's fine.
Speedbird 423, behind the departed traffic, line of weight behind.
Behind departing traffic, line up and wait, Speedbird 423. Cabin crew, seats for departure please, seats for departure.
Cabin crew, seats for departure please, seats for departure.
Nice, get to the runway. So it sounds like Lufthansa was AFK there. So unfortunately for him, he's lost his takeoff spot.
Speedbird 423, you may line up at runway 36 left, sir.
Speedbird 423, lining up on now for runway 36 left.
Roger, my scope indicates you are still holding a Victor 3.
So Speedbird, Kermis, is the call sign for British Airways. It's a thing that carried over from the original BOAC. Their call sign was Speedbird, based on the logo. Yes, the call sign is Speedbird, not British Airways. Just because that's how it's registered to the IATA. Pretty much. It's in memory of the original BOAC, British Overseas Air Corporation, which used the Speedbird call sign.
Speedbird 423, you went 32013 knots, you are cleared for takeoff 36 when departing. Question, when crossing 2000 feet, contact departure 121.205.
Speedbird 423 is cleared to depart runway 36 left, and when departing 2000, tune to departure on 121.205. Speedbird 423, thank you very much, take care, good night. 40. Engines 1-2 stable. knots. V1 rotates.
Tower Lufthansa 1902.
Lufthansa 1902. Stil de veen. Ik hoor alleen maar huis.
Right, off we go.
Het is steeds terugweg naar de ground. Kijk of het niet ook heeft.
Reset the spoilers. Autopilot on.
Autopilot is now on.
Flaps up.
Flaps up.
Reduce throttle to climb. And 2000, tune 121.205. Good evening, Amsterdam Control, Speedbird 423, passing through 2500 on the Valco 5 departure.
Speedbird 423, Schiphol approach, hello, identified, climb to flight level 130.
Climb flight level 130 for Speedbird 423. Set altitude, flights level 130.
Flight level 130.
Z11 Tango, contact Amsterdam radar 125.750, bye-bye.
Roger, contact radar. Thank you, goodbye.
So, not bad in Amsterdam. Not skirmish out there for about... how long were we there? For about 40 minutes. Not bad, eh? Not bad at all. So we'll continue our climb outs, now passing through 6,000 feet, 10,000 to off the landing lights, aircraft increased speed above 250 knots, and continuous passing across the channel.
Skyways 1303, do you have the runway in sight?
Hey, Skyways 1303.
Skyways 1303, roger, contact tower 119.230, bye-bye.
The only idea about delay from Amsterdam to Heathrow. So at the moment, in my occasion, we're not too far behind schedule at the moment. We're 26 minutes behind, but we'll catch up with that, no problem for landing. So as it stands, we should be. We departed late, but we are on time for arrival.
Speedbird 423, contact Amsterdam radar 125.750, bye-bye.
Contact Amsterdam radar on 125.750 for Speedbird 423. Take care and good night. 125.750. Beats into it. Beats into it. Alright, switch off landing lights.
Speedbird 145 Amsterdam radar, row, you're clear for the rest of 1 Alpha arrival. Expect IVAO approach runway 06. When ready, descend level 100.
Right, I'm at Heathrow, Tarnish. 21:04 at the moment. Just after 9 PM.
Runway 06 and descend at 100 feet level by Google. Is it possible to request the RNAV approach runway 06?
Speedbird 14516.
Good evening, Amsterdam radar. This is Speedbird 423, passing through flights level 110 inbound Vola.
Last station calling, say again.
Good evening, Amsterdam radar. This is Speedbird 423, passing through flights level 110 inbound Vola for 130.
Speedbird 423 Amsterdam radar identified. Climb level 240, direct to Logan.
Climb to flight level 240 and direct to Logan for Speedbird 423. Set altitude, flight level 240.
Expect the RNAV approach runway
240.
Set and fly direct to Logan. So So actually got quite a bit of a jump there. Right, we'll jump right to the end of the flight plan, gosh. Right to the end of the flight plan. So we'll sort out our Heathrow information in a short bit. Was I've noticed nice live streaming time? To be honest, not particularly. I've actually been more nervous in more recent streams with a bigger audience than when I first started out. Back when I was like maybe 2 people watching, it wasn't so bad. Nowadays, like an error, everybody sees it, everybody knows it, so I don't know, I start off okay. These days it can be a little bit worried at times, but generally our flights go without too many hiccups. I'm not perfect to fly, I'm not going to ever say I am, but...
Good 443, contact London 135.055, bye-bye.
The more I fly, the better I will eventually get in time.
Contact London, speed to 443, copy.
Kind of sweaty first flight on IVAO. Don't worry about it, cats and bricks. Your first flight will be the most daunting, but once you do, once you get the hang of it, then yeah, you never fly without it basically. I love IVAO, I love these online ATC networks. Back when I was on VATSIM, I used to have that as well. Yeah, you can't really fault it, to be fair. Flights and track not working, not question me with that, Gogaman. Which flights and track's not working? Yes, absolutely, Russ. Learn as you go. It's very satisfying to watch you take off from busy airport with actual players. It is just, again, just adds a little bit more life to your sim. Especially at Heathrow there, with a bit of a queue behind us. So just watching plane depart, plane depart, plane depart every few minutes. Oh, the Twitch had on. Hang on, let me activate it 2 seconds.
1964 November Delta, contact Schiphol approach 11205.
Alright, check in now. It should track the aircraft. I must admit, I've not actually used it in a while, because nobody ever really asked for it. But if you want it, dudes, then yeah, enjoy it. Your biggest fear is making a bad mistake on IVAO and getting yourself banned. I mean, even then, the more you fly, the more you practice, generally the better you get, and you won't get banned straight away for making an error. You get a few kind of tips and warnings from the directors. Only if you start doing serious things wrong, then you'll probably get yourself suspended. But if you make a few kind of errors that's kind of rookie mistakes, as opposed to anything too serious, you won't get yourself banned at all, dude. Don't you worry. You've been in this fight in real life, BA423, a couple times in real life, actually in the morning. Yeah, so in reality, the outbound flight 444 is the last flight of the day, and then 423. So that aircraft then stays in Amsterdam overnight and flies the next morning as a 423. So yes, you are right. We're flying back a day early, just in case the storms get a bit too bad in England to fly return later. There you go, that's our backstory. Flying in early today. Alright, we're going to turn off the seatbelt sign now. Capacity reserve freed us back. At this point, continue flying from there, really. How do you get realistic call signs? What do you mean by realistic call signs? I mean, if you're on ATC, you just say call sign based on your airline. Flyby version, this is the dev version alive, so the experimental version has now been retired for a bit. The dev version is now the latest version of the Flyby A320neo. If you have a look at the map, see there's a nice queue of aircrafts on the way back to Heathrow. Getting a bit quieter on the inbounds, it's a bit quieter, but for the most parts, should be alright. So we'll be talking to Heathrow South Tower on the arrival. Did you give 2104 yourself priority to give that time? So you can see it's timed down now, it's down to 2058 Zulu. That adjusts based on our current airtime and airspeed. AT won't give us any actual times, apart from those that we set on our flight plan, which on this end is showing departure of 2000 arriving at 2103. So again, we are set to be on time for the arrival, even if we are late departing. Yeah, so time's really just as the aircraft flies. If you cruise at high speed, cruise at slow speed, how it affects the time on that. So, okay, 2058 Zulu, ETA destination at Heathrow. You mean that oh, how do you notice that, Geek? You just search it on Google. Google has every single flight number for every single flight that's currently active. Here, can't take water and nuts, Captain Brents. Water and crisps. Water. In fact, I've got a British Airways bottle of water somewhere. I say bottle.
Roger, 12053.
Where is it?
Thank you, bye-bye.
It's a Petri dish. There it is. So when I last flew British Airways, when I came back from Glasgow, there you go, this is what you get on board. In fact, let me show it on the hand cam, it'll be easier. Okay, there you go. No, it's not really that great, the lighting. But yeah, you kind of get a little Petri dish. There you go. What does it say on there? Still water, 30 planets. And that's your British Airways cup of water. I never drank it because I thought it was ridiculous. As a joke, of course. You also get, well, aside of that, you get some kind of Springate water bottles, which actually makes sense, but those things are interesting. You get a packet of crisps. Ready salted crisps.
Freebird 145 after Schiphol, proceed direct to Sierra Papa Lima.
After Schiphol, direct Sierra Papa Lima. Freebird 145.
So we're now approaching our cruising altitude at flight level 240. Alright, let's have those kind of cups at your school. Yeah, certainly, it's something that the aviation world just use. Don't know why, but it's something that the aviation world just use for the sake of it. Quick GT3 round, anything required? GT3? I don't know, cheap cigarettes. Most people run back. So behind us, Lufthansa, also going to Heathrow, an A300, Lufthansa 1902. We're currently behind the same aircraft, Titan Airways. So the aircraft that departed from Stansted, been into Heathrow. This is the aircraft that's in front of us on the way in. Once again, in front of us on the way out. So fair play to them, 21.
423, contact London, 12053.
Contact London. Radar on 120.534, speedbird 423. Take care and good night. 12053. Good evening, London Control. This is Speedbird 423 at flight level 240 inbound Logan.
Speedbird 423 London Control. Good evening, Logan 2 hotel arrival.
Logan 2 hotel arrival for Speedbird 423. Thank you very much. Right, let's all in, shall we? So Heathrow arriving on 27 left. The Logan 2 hotel. Insert that. Plugging our performance for the approach. QNH 1008. Temperature right now is 1 degree centigrade. Making the wind reporting 272.
11973.
Transition altitude is 6,000 feet. And our minimums for approach will be. Let's grab the Heathrow charts. Approach 27 left. Minimums 640. Cool. That's all set. So the UK now slowly appearing on the horizon there. Lights on the in the water.
Speedbird 443, slow radar heading 250 degrees.
Speedbird 443, turn and heads 250 degrees. Copy.
BA flights from Scotland to London, Heartbeat, Citizen from Fort William, Heights and Inverness, and glorious BA flights from Heathrow, domestic and domestic questions. Sorry, no, passport queues. Yeah, I mean, I've done a fair few British Airways domestic flights in the last 2 years. They are pretty good. You can't fault them too much. A little more expensive than EasyJet, but the actual flight I find a little bit better, must admit. So I have done London to Inverness. I've done London to Glasgow, London to Edinburgh, London to Belfast. Well, that's not British Airways. That's about it really. With Loganair, I've done London to Durham Tees, also done Belfast Durham Tees. With Eastern Airways, I've done Cardiff to Belfast. So Loganair as well, I've done Glasgow to Bowra and back. Also done Inverness to Stornoway.
11 Tango, report you that number.
Currently Max decimal 78.
Flat 11 Tango, you can reduce that straight away down to decimal 72. Flow radar heading 235 degrees.
So have a look at Jonas. We are on our second flight now. Return back to Heathrow. So far, so good. When I come to visit you in Leeds, I don't think I've ever been to Leeds, to be honest with you, Charlie. I've never actually been to Leeds. One day, certainly one day. At the moment, the answer is no, not yet. To be fair, I went to York for the first time I know this year, and even then, I only went to the Rail Museum. Never went to the city. So York is very much a place I need to return to. Since Germany flew the A340, gosh, 300 series, not bad.
Contact Heathrow Director 11970.
Munich to, and Lufthansa A320 Munich to, not bad there, A318 as well, got some pretty good aircraft in that.
Contact Heathrow approach 119, possible 730, copy.
Takeoff performance calculator, I use TSIP, Alfie, TSIP. Download it off of the Avsim Russia website. At some point soon, we'll clear over to the London Director, and they'll give us our descent instructions into Heathrow. Getting quite busy now, quite a few aircraft getting on top, well, flying on top of one another, so
11 Tango, 160.
they're trying to work our way around that. Also, there's a Embraer 170 here, just intercepting down the middle.
Speedbird 423, descent level 160 level saver.
Descends to flights level 160 for Speedbird 423. Sets altitude at flights level 160.
Flight level 160.
That 11 Tango, if you can give me speed 280 knots and fly
no, not slowing at all in London right now. Not slowing at all. We very rarely get to in the capital, I must admit.
280 and 265.
In your flight, so you've flown the 737 Classics. I'm sure I've flown a 400, but it's so long ago I don't remember it. I would have flown it with EasyJet about 15 years ago. So I have been in the Classic, I just don't remember them. I've not been in 747s or 76777. I've not been in Fokker. I've been in Dornier 228. Not been in A340. Not been in 18. Not been in DC-10. My aircraft list, I've got a thing that tracks it all. So aircraft have been on real life.
That 11 Tango continues and flight level 1 equipped.
I've been on the Britten-Norman Islander, the Twin Otter, ATR 42, ATR 72, Dornier 228, Saab 340, Jetstream 41, an Embraer 135, Embraer 145, Embraer 190, A319, A320, A320neo, and A320 CEO of Sharklets, A321neo, Boeing 717, 737, 700 and 77 800.
Level 160, level by Sabre.
So that's my list of aircraft flown.
Correct, can you repeat the level? It's 160 by Sabre, sir.
By Sabre 160, Lufthansa 110.
I like how the flight stays still climbed, so actually I've already started our descent. Everybody got to the maximum cruise there, didn't we? I should have flown the 747 and 777. I should have flown them, but because of COVID, my flights to America got cancelled, so that is one thing I do need to add as well.
KM 148, posting.
KM 148, right, so it's just legal.
KM 148, Roger, you should be okay. Give me a call when you're back.
Okay, thanks.
Right, so very shortly, back over the UK, you can definitely see the glow there, and guess which one's London? It's in the the size of it and the amount of light pollution you get off the ground. Again, night lighting and rendering the sim is absolutely fantastic. Got to adore it. Got to adore it. Got the wind farms out at sea down below, the red lights. Does look very good indeed. Let's bring the seatbelt sign back on now.
And that 11 Tango, contact Heathrow Director 119730.
Roger, contact Heathrow, thanks for fine.
You've been on over 100 flights. I've been on 86 flights since 2006. I've been on more flights before then, because I've been flying since I was about 1 year old, so I've got so many flights I don't remember. But I've got 86 flights since 2006.
London, good evening, Shanwick 1 descending flight level 160.
Sandwich 1, London, hello. Continue to send flight level 160 for the time being.
160 for the time being, Shanwick 1.
KM 148, fly radar, heading 250 degrees. Sandwich 1, fly radar,
Decent D6 sure for Microsoft Flight Sim Unique. Best place to look actually will be the official PMDG PDF documents. The PDF documents, fantastic for the aeroplane. Highly recommend reading it. I hope to stream this D6 again soon. It is an aircraft very much worth flying. Right, so landing off 16.
flight level 90.
Descent to level 90 for Seabird 423. Set altitude 9,000.
9,000 feet.
Into our descents.
Sandwich 1, speed now 280 knots.
Speed 280 knots, Shanwick 1.
Looking at the price sends out $60. Interesting. Doing that, they have a $100 discount for those who bought the NGXU for the new year. So, okay, let's see how the pricing works for that one. passing through 14,000 now, flight level 140. Continue on descent as you slowly increase the Heathrow airspace.
Thank you, flow radar heading 245 degrees. 245, okay, then 148, you can contact Heathrow Director 119730. Good day. Director, good day.
Based on Ken's position, we are maybe about 3 minutes from contacting Heathrow Director ourselves. Yeah, we're just about to enter the airspace. There's the order of that.
Shamwick 1, route director begin, descend flight level 90.
Thoughts 12. I'm excited for it, James. I'm excited. The weather simulation, the scenery is certainly improved on the Alex Plane 11. And so I'm excited. We'll definitely purchase it on day 1. James, we'll definitely buy it on day 1. And hopefully see how much of a fight to give Microsoft Flight Sim for its scenery fidelity. Because again, the flight dynamics... Because the flight dynamics certainly quite special on that. Say again, sorry, speedbird 423.
423, flight radar heading 250.
Heading 250, speedbird 423.
Speedbird 423, with that heading you can contact Heathrow Director 119730. Good day.
Contact Heathrow Director on 119.730. Thank you very much, take care, good night. Good evening, Heathrow Director, speedbird 423 at flight level 100 for 090, heading 250.
0423, hello, expect runway 27 left.
Expect runway 27 left, speedbird 423. The aircraft will slow down to 250 knots, and equals 2%. Cabin crew, 10 minutes landing, 10 minutes.
5,000 feet, QNH 1008. Cabin 148, yes, descent to 5,000 feet on QNH 1008.
QNH 1008, descent to 5,000,
Zap 1 Tango, are you picking up the localizer yet?
Speaking of which, let me turn my localizer out correctly.
Negative, not as yet.
109.5, I know that's correct.
Make
269, perfect.
heading 275.
Let's take the landing systems.
Left turn 275. And Zap 1 Tango, descent to 4,000.
Right, at this point, let's keep a very good ear open now for
148, reduce speed to
message
20 knots.
Director.
Speed 20 knots,
Speed with 423, reduce speed to 20 knots.
Reduce speed 220 knots to speedbird 423. Reduce speed to 220 knots.
Speedbird 443, ILS established. Speedbird 443, thank you. Contact the tower 118.505. Bye-bye. 118.505, copy.
100 Zulu, Tarnish, that's the expected arrival time. Or at least that's 9 o'clock Zulu.
Tango, are you on the localizer yet? Affirm, now establishing on the localizer. Yep, cleared ILS 27 left.
Flaps position 1.
Roger, cleared ILS 27.
Get the nose down slightly from the 9,000 level, 220 knots.
1102, hello, descent flight level 80, straight in for 27 left. 80, straight in, 27 left. Heathrow Director, good evening, Shamwick 1, flight level 90 to begin with A319 and way up Delta. Shamwick 1, Simon, hello.
Yes, the passing of Sir Frank Williams worth F1.
Continue to begin descent flight level 80.
Made one of the most successful teams ever in F1, so may he rest as well.
Descend altitude 6,000 feet, QNH 1008.
Speedbird 423 down to 6,000 feet, QNH 1008. Speedbird 423. Down to 6,000 feet.
4,000 feet.
QNH 1008.
Zap 1 Tango, you are number 2, there's no speed restrictions.
Roger, number 2, no speed restriction.
Hey, what's Heathrow like version of Sense in Real Life? Not quite sure what you mean by that, Hi Jay. Not quite sure what you mean by that. Yes, the weather certainly improved down at Heathrow. The cloud cover... Clouds are gone for the most part. There is still some on the horizon there. But certainly the weather has improved. It's a lot drier now. A bit of a haze though. We'll bear that in mind. There is a bit of a haze. How do you know what to say the information you got? If you go to your ATIS, the information is given to you here. So in this case, the Heathrow Ground's ATIS was Delta. The Schiphol Ground was information Foxtrots. Schiphol Delivery information Charlie. So it's all here on the base of the text.
Lufthansa 1902, yes, it's 27 left. Thank you. Canada 148, descend altitude 3,000 feet. 3,000 feet to that.
Depends on the spec ads.
423, descend to 4,000 feet.
Down to 4,000 feet, speedbird to 423. Set altitude 4,000.
4,000 feet.
Chadwick 1, after Biggin, fly heading 270 degrees.
So right now we are flying overhead. As it loads. Flying overhead Romford. Overhead Romford. Now approaching Dagenham. All it on the left hand side, you'll be able to spot that snaking along just by the base of the aircraft there. There's London City Airport as well, should be visible just down there.
KLM 148 on your present heading, you're clear to intercept the
Canary Wharf, there's City London, and more importantly, there is Heathrow Airport. Focus RAM, then absolutely not on Fred ads, nowhere near enough.
423, reduce speed 200 knots.
Reduce speed to 200 knots, this will be 423. Brexit's 2 medium.
Lufthansa 19002, turn right 10 degrees. Right 10 degrees, Lufthansa 190. Lufthansa 1902, descend to 5,000 feet, QNH 1008. 5,1008.
Check inset price tape at 2,500, so we got a bit of time for descent.
423, reduce speed 180 knots.
Reduce speed 180 knots, speed by 423.
With 423 on your present heading, you're clear to intercept the localizer runway 27 left.
On present heading, intercept localizer for 27 left, speed by 423. Right, spoilers, we will.
That one Tango, we clear to land.
Flaps position 2.
Flap 1 Tango, A firm, runway 27 left, clear to land. Surface winds are come. Roger, clear to land. Come.
XC, very nice. Welcome to home chats. I'm Sunday home base. You're a 737 pilot, flying KLM 2 times a day. Very nice, dude.
Okay, that 148, something good. Do 43, reduce speed 160 knots.
Reduce speed 160 knots, supposed to be over 423. The shot over there, Toys building in London. We've got the walkie-talkie building.
Shamwick 1, descent to altitude 5,000.
Somewhere out there, you have to Gherkin as well. There's Tower Bridge.
5,1008, Shamwick 1.
Localizer active.
Lufthansa 1902, descend to 4,000.
Descending 4,000, Lufthansa 192.
Is that 1 Tango? Okay, there am I. Okay. 1 Tango, roger, contact ground 121.705. Bye-bye. Roger, contact ground. Thank you, bye-bye. Okay, then 148, 727. At 148, you're number 1 now, contact the tower 118.505, bye-bye. 118.505.
Thanks, phase D approach mode. Now on the glide slope. Seabird 423, establish runway 27 left.
Seabird 423, continue approach, you're number 2.
Continue approach, number 2, Seabird 423.
Seabird 423, maintain 160 knots, maintain at 4 mile final.
Maintain... Say again, sorry, Seabird 423.
Seabird 423, 160 knots and maintain until 4 mile final.
Maintain 160 knots until 4 miles final, Seabird 423.
Shamwick 1, turn right heading 070.
Right 070, Shamwick 1.
Welcome, Commander Fox, how are you doing? Welcome to the chat, how are you today?
Lufthansa 1902, descend altitude to 2,500 feet.
2,500, Lufthansa 190.
Hyde Park in the centre there. Landing gear down. Flaps position 3.
Flaps 3.
Seabird 423, contact the tower 118.505, bye-bye.
Heathrow Tower 118.505, Seabird 423. Thank you very much, take it. Good night. Speedbird 42, sorry, this is 118.
2,500.
505. Hello there, Heathrow Tower, Speedbird 423, establish runway 27 left.
Speedbird 423, Heathrow Tower, very good evening, winds variable 2 knots, continue approach. You're currently number 2, aircraft ahead is a Boeing 738, approximately 3.5 miles.
Continue approach number 2, with traffic in front, approximately 2.5 miles, Speedbird 423, roger that. Flaps full.
Flaps extended.
Cabin crew, seats for landing please, seats for landing.
Speedbird 423, if possible, reduce minimum clean approach speed.
Reducing to minimum approach speed, Speedbird 423.
Kellen 148, confirm your landing speed.
Kellen 148, landing speed 120.
120, gosh.
Kellen 42, correction, Speedbird 423, are you able for a visual switch to 27 right?
Visual switch 27 right, affirm Speedbird 423.
Speedbird 423, thanks, and we'll coordinate with you at that tower.
Roger that, forming visual switch now to 27 right, Speedbird 423. Cool, that was a bit of a late one.
1,000.
1,000. I don't know, visual switches are perfectly normal. Basically, when the traffic in front is a little bit too close, they'll ask us to switch over to the other runway, if plausible, send down the other side. So yeah, this is perfectly normal. Just means the aircraft in front of us going in way too slow. 120 knots.
Speedbird 423, runway 27 right, clear to land, surface winds variable 2 knots.
Cleared to land, 27 right, Speedbird 423. To give reason, traffic. Aircraft front's coming in too slow.
Lufthansa 1902 Heathrow Tower, very good evening. Winds variable 2 knots. Runway 27 left,
And then we'll
continue
continue.
approach.
Continue approach.
400. 300. 200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard.
Throttle.
10. 5.
Reverse thrust sets.
We have begun our final descent.
Bit late there, cabin crew. 80 knots. 60 knots. Reverse thrust cuts.
Please complete all Wi-Fi related tasks and stow any larger electronics. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to London Heathrow. The local time is
There we have it. Welcome back to Heathrow.
9:04 p.m. and it's currently about 1 degree.
We started off about 3 hours ago now. Speedbird 423 is clear of runway.
Speedbird 423, welcome to Heathrow. Contact the ground frequency 121.705.
Contact ground on 121.705 for Speedbird 423. Thank you very much. Just gonna meet you in 2 seconds. Need to quickly talk to the tower. Right, we're back. Hello there, Heathrow ground. Speedbird 423 requesting taxi to the gate.
Speedbird 423, good evening. Taxi straight ahead, Bravo, right, Alpha, stand 512. Left.
Taxi straight on Bravo, right Alpha for stand 512, left Speedbird 423.
Speedbird 423, it's a left turn on to Alpha, my mistake.
Okay, left on to Alpha, first Speedbird 423, no worries. Right, let's grab the taxi chance to Heathrow. Make sure we still switch over to ground. Set up. Off.
Killam
Taxi
148,
lights.
good evening. Taxi Sierra, Whiskey, stand 405.
Sierra Whiskey, stand 405, clear, multiple.
513, we started on, was it 509 we started on, so we're actually parking virtually next where we started off as well.
Heathrow ground, Lufthansa 1902 with you, November Whiskey 5, November 5 with
Lufthansa 1902, good evening. Taxi right, Alpha.
There you go,
left,
overall
kilo,
not too bad flights there. So
23.
we're going to, Terminal 5, Jonas, which is the British Airways terminal here at Heathrow. And we're going to the main terminal, 5A. Joey, a little high on the final, because of real pilots. Yeah, I don't deny that, XD, I don't deny that. My landings aren't perfect, but as long as we can walk away from them, that's all I really care about. Always appreciate it, dude. Thank you for tuning in. Give it to AI pilot in taxis. Why do I do that, man? Taxi, well, the gate's only ahead of us. Is it possible to play? So you can play on console without any 2 problems, as you just don't get any of the mods and niceties that PC allows you to introduce. PC to get the better experience, but you don't lose out too much on console.
Heathrow ground. Speedbird 443 on blocks. Speedbird 443, welcome to Heathrow. Frequency change is approved. Have ground ease. Bye-bye.
Yeah, thank you for your time and patience.
Thank you. No worries. Thanks for flying.
Right, 513, just parking next to the company traffic, currently in stand. Yes, unique, using thrustmaster pedals. Car position, parking brake set, APU bleed active, taxi lights come off, and engines shut down. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to London Heathrow. The flight time today was around 56 minutes, correction, 46 minutes, with the temperature outside right now at a nice and cool 1 degree centigrade. We thank you for British Airways, we hope you enjoyed your flight with us today, and we hope you have a safe journey home, and we'll see you again in the very near future. Cabin crew, this time doors and cross check please. Beacon lights off, solar power connected, APU comes off.
Heathrow ground, good evening. Sandwick 1 just come off 27 left and we're negative on visual on the aircraft.
Sandwick 1, good evening. No problem at all. Taxi spread at Romeo.
Tuning now over to Unicom. So we finished the ATC of things there. So we're at the Heathrow, flight's now ending. Overall, a very good flight indeed. Definitely a bit of a challenge at the end there, having switched over visually to 27 rights. So we had the KLM in front of us flying a little bit too slow, and therefore kind of a last minute decision there just to swing us over to the right hand side. But overall, not a bad little bit of flying that. Cool, so just about the passengers, and we will go from there. In fact, I never really had the passenger list, didn't I? I never looked at the itinerary. Any names, any people we recognise, let's have a quick look through anybody we can see. Also, if you spot anyone, do give us a shout and we'll have a look at them as well. As it stands, the answer is no from me. Also, don't go anywhere just yet. We also have 2 replays to go through. We have both landing at Amsterdam and landing at Heathrow to go through as well. So don't go anywhere just yet. I've got 2 replays to enjoy. Answer for me is no. I don't really recognise anybody on board or an empty aircraft today. Well, empty aircraft from people I know. Right, end of flight, have a report. So BA423, A320neo from Amsterdam to Heathrow. Flight time 40 minutes. Time departure 2021, flight 2183. Panel roll 2141, direct 2104. 182 passengers. Satisfaction 96%. Landing rate 167. Flight time 1 hour and 7 minutes. Again, overall, pretty good flight. No passengers with any issues today. So I'll drop the report in chat if you want to see more detail. Shutdown rate for Fox, that is not Pack, sorry, that is Fly Life Studio. Fly Life Studio. Right, there's the flight report. There's distance from IVAO. again, thank you for the AT today. Very, very good indeed. So we had very busy airspaces. Slowly coming to a close now. The event ended about 9 PM, so made some pretty good time there. Landed just before it all came shutting down. Only person left is now ground. Yeah, apart from that though, I think we did pretty well ourselves. So first things first, we'll have a look at the replay. Actually, we'll get rid of the jet bridge. There we go. First replay, we'll look at the approach into Amsterdam. Yes, Gary, good to see you, dude. How are you? Welcome channel, welcome to chat. Hope you're keeping well. Thank you very much for having us. Alright, so let's see reload here at Amsterdam quickly and go through the approach into Schiphol. So we're on the right hand side, pretty stable, can't really fault that to be fair. Yes, Ads, you asked there, you kept spamming it, so the answer is no, I'm not flying to Bangladesh. Push over highway. Coming in for a touchdown. Runway 06, I believe this was, yes, runway 06. Yeah, overall, not a bad landing that. I'll take it. I'll start to take it. What about the reverse replay there? Interesting. It's like half a second. Then from the left hand side, so will be a view of the terminal and the airport on the way in. Again, overall, pretty standard approach. Pretty smooth on the way in. And there's the old 36 right over there, 36 left, and a mile in that direction. And there's a touchdown. Gary's profile pic, let's have a look. Where is he? Oh, very nice approach. Alright, so let's do the tail cam. Do you think night lights need to improve in Flight Sim? I mean, I do like night lights in the sim, Diego, so I wouldn't really say, or wouldn't really shout that they need massive improvements. They're not terrible. Certainly not terrible. And there's your touchdown. Yeah, I'll do landing gear cam, definitely cam G, cam gear. So again, pretty standard approach into Amsterdam. Nothing for us to really comment on. That was a pretty standard approach. As normal as they come. Short final in. There's your idle, there's your flare. And touchdown. So there's your gear view. We're going to do one more runway side, and then we'll look at the Heathrow landing detail as well. The Heathrow landing will be more skilled. We'll definitely have a look at the left to right switch from the passenger point of view as well on the right hand sides. Not bad at all. Why is it different every touchdown, Captain Brex? Because it's a live replay and therefore it's rendering things a little bit different each time. So it's just how this all works. You can order feet per minute. On this occasion, the one that's important is the actual landing rates when we flew it live. Right, so let's do one more landing view. Not bad at all. Right, let's look at the Heathrow. So load up Heathrow approach. Spot ourselves over on the aeroplane. Give the scenery a second to load. Give it a bit of seconds to load. And there we go, slowly coming to view now. So the one negative of doing these replays halfway across the world, well in this case a couple hundred miles, you then end up having to zoom across for each one. Right, so whereabouts would you then do the visual switch? Okay, about here. So I'll load up the Heathrow scenery. As soon as it appears, we'll then press play and then watch the switch from the passenger right hand view. It's only a bit of a crosswind actually. You can the way the aircraft crabs against the runway there. Probably actually works for benefits, crabbing to the right hand side. Right, let's have a look. So we're on approach. Tower realises no, we're going to land on the left hand runway without having to go around. So we get offered a visual switch. Quick second judgment, we can do it. So we can switch to the right hand side. And don't forget this one I'm going at about 120 knots because we're flying at the bare minimum we can fly at this point. On the visual switch, passing on the left hand side, I actually get a pretty decent view of Heathrow as we pass by it. Yeah, nice to see the M25 not be stuck in traffic. There you go, there's left hand runway. Bank left, line of the left hand side. Slowly adjusting our heading as well to get ourselves onto the runway aligned. Now the Hounslow. Now over the airport thresholds. There's a staff car park. And then to land. Yeah, not bad at all. That's not bad at all. For the visual switch, I can't really fault that, can I? Do the same for the right hand side. There you go. Clap for the passengers. Can't fault that. Gotta love the love for the passengers there. So touch on the right hand side. There we go. We'll definitely do more return flights for sure, Keenan. We'll definitely do some more return flights. People seem to enjoy these, so we'll do again. We don't have to be the longest flights in the world, but with a return leg, just gives you a bit more variety of what you do and where you go. If it's like a 3 hour long flight, okay, I only do one way. it's like an hour and a half, then yeah, definitely something we can look into doing. A couple more return legs within the same stream. We've not got a return leg. Fly to multiple airports in one stream. So you start off somewhere, fly to somewhere else, and then fly somewhere else again. Yeah, I can't fault that. Good landing, happy with that. One I cannot fault. FT-Sim mods are good. Which mods are you referring to, Diego? FT-Sim. Let's have a look at the... landing gear view. I must admit, Diego, I've not used their mods, so I cannot say it this time. Short fine, there's your idle, there's your flare, and touchdown. Beautiful, and as bang on the centre line as you could ever ask for, really. Perfect landing into Heathrow today. So another view from the runway side. Not bad at all. I'm very happy with that landing indeed. So yeah, that I guess brings us to the end of our flight to Heathrow today. So once again, this was all part of the Doing the Right Thing event in memory of Graeme Wright, former UK and Ireland's director for IVAO. Rest in peace, dude. You're awesome. Like I say, never got to meet you properly in real life, but certainly followed you as a Red Leader. You are awesome. May you rest. And yeah, like I said, that brings us to the end of our stream today. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, do leave a like. Do subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you, IVAO, for hosting this event too. Very much worth the while with the return legs there. And yeah, that brings us to the end of the stream. Take care of yourselves. Good health. I'll see you again soon for some more flights in action. Take care. Have a good night. Also, have a good week ahead of you too. Bye-bye.